Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture.
Twitter or something or what?
So I first watched the performances because it was just little small clips. I watched them on as Kirko and all of them was posting it. But this morning I actually watched the full performance, and I was like, oh, it really wasn't like what y'all was casting it up.
Yeah, I watched it as it went on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it, right?
We'll talk about it.
We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna see. Maybe piss some people off. I don't know how.
Oh, you are?
No, I don't know. Maybe.
This guy's the glazer.
No, I'm not.
The Kendrick glazer. The TDE glazer. I mean, it's PG Lang now.
Oh, yeah. You mean PG Lang. You know what I'm saying? Not TDE. You know, they switch quick, B. They switch quick.
They do. Especially when they get that cease and desist.
Hey, what they gonna say when PG Lang has some allegations, huh? They gonna say
that's why I got that little A-chain, B. They gonna go back to that A-chain real quick. Y'all said that was G's. Maybe it was for something else. It was foreshadowing. Boy got that foreshadowing like Oda.
Bro, people be. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Don't be so in love with these celebrities, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just waiting for. I guess everybody's assuming that Joe Budden's gonna walk back like him trashing the set list that academics leaked, and he was like, "Oh, that's trash." Like he would never do that. And I guess Kendrick did do it.
He did the set list. It was dead on. But look, I don't think he was lying about being whack.
Hey, we'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about
it later. But welcome to another episode of Beyond Beats and Culture. I'm your host, the cultural commentator, Chase the Dark Sage, here with my co-host.
T.
And we're back with another episode, and this is the year anniversary episode of Beyond Beats and Culture.
Yes, sir.
365 days around the goddamn sun of hip-hop goodness, because we actually talk about the goddamn music over here.
Talking about the music, man.
We have over 500 videos, over 300 shorts. We've been putting in work. We have a Twitter, we have a TikTok, been putting in work. They haven't been growing like the actual YouTube channel, but we've been putting in work. We've had a lot of success over the year, but I want to talk about that later and do a little reflection because I know a lot of people like to say that this is a trash podcast.
Yeah.
We have some of the worst texts. We'll talk about some of that stuff later, talk about the year that we've had, but this is the actual show where we actually talk about the music here. We actually love the culture. Yeah. We can speak about the culture because, we had the skin tone.
Hey, we got the skin in the game?
Yeah, thanks. Hey.
We got the complexion for the protection.
And we got the experience points. Hey, it's like that South Park game, Stick of Truth. You get to select your race. Hey, that's the difficulty meter right there.
Hey, the blacker you are, the harder it is for you. Yeah. I was like, hey, yo, they are wild for that.
I think I chose the black kid. I don't know. I love that game. But yes, like I said, this is the show where we actually talk about the music and we don't just talk about the drama and center around it. But in today's episode, we will be talking about Ghais, Guevara's, Goyard Ibn, Larry June 2 Chainz, The Alchemist, Lyfe is Beautiful, Kendrick Lamar's Superbowl performance, because that actually happened the day before today. A lot of other things in the news happening, like Jay Dilla getting his own street and his own day, which is actually dope. Reflecting on our first year of doing the show right here. Drake losing to Kendrick messed up the standard. It'll be a little good discussion. And we also have blog era. I put on here recommendations, but what is the most blog era song ever? Shout out to our boy Brendan Spiegel for actually putting up that tweet on Twitter itself. And we got a whole bunch of stuff that's actually supposed to be releasing soon, and some stuff, a good amount of stuff that's actually releasing this Valentine's Day. Yes, but before we actually get into it, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like the video if you have not already. And don't forget to check out all of our social links down in the description down below. If you are an up-and-coming artist and you want us to potentially check out your project, go ahead, fill out that Google form down in the description down below. You just got to know that you can be soft because we do not pull punches over here. Like I said, follow us on all our social links. All of the show notes will be in the description down below. And this is a show where we actually divide this up into 4 sections. What we've been jamming, which we talk about the music that we've been jamming since the last episode. Well, hip-hop news, announcements, and releases, current events. We also have album reviews and musical discussions, so make sure y'all stay tuned for that. But if you don't want to be here for every single part of the discussion, go ahead, check out the timestamps down in the description down below where we actually detail where we're talking about certain things and at what time. That way, in case you want to skip to it, you go ahead. But like I said before, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel because you can, if you can, Jesus, stay for the full episode. We have daily clips coming up of the show as well. But before we actually get into today's episode, how have you been since the last episode?
Been chilling, been getting full, ate good for the Super Bowl, ate a little more leftovers today. I'm a little stuffed, B. It's my first time on a pod with a full tummy. Usually I go home a little hungry, you know what I'm saying? Even though we be over here cooking, we don't really get to eat, you know what I mean? But that's about it, B. What about yourself?
I've been all right. Last week, I started a new game, even though it's not newer, High on Life. Have you heard of that?
High on Life.
Justin Roiland, who used to voice Rick and Morty, he voices like a little space
Oh, the
Yeah.
gun, and you shoot it and
Yeah.
be talking like, it sounds just like Morty. Yeah,
Yeah.
it came out of like
Like
it
last
came
year, I
out,
think.
I think like
gun.
2 years,
Maybe
ago.
2 years ago.
like 2
Yeah,
years
because it was an Xbox game.
I remember when
exclusive.
TBH was playing it.
Yeah, I actually played it last week. I beat it. It was cool. I was like, okay, it gave me the Rick and Morty vibes. It made me want to watch Rick and Morty, but then I remembered he's not the voice of Rick or Morty
No more,
anymore,
nah.
sadly. Which I had to look into his case. Boy was, cool. So
He was what?
he was cool. Like he didn't do any of that stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
there was
thought
no
he
evidence of the stuff that he
Yeah,
that he's
because-
accused of.
You could accuse him for that stuff and believe it because he's a nasty man.
I hate that I agree with that. I really hate that I agree with that.
It's true, bro.
I hate that I agree
You're
with
like, oh, he made this show.
that. I hate that I agree with that. But he was, there was no
It
evidence.
was
found to-
2022.
Oh yeah, 2022. But
Yeah.
yeah, I finally played it because they just put it on PlayStation Plus.
Okay,
so I
bet.
played it for free. So, well, technically I paid for the service, but I played it for free and I had fun. And I started Red Dead 1 because I was just like, I want to get back into the vibes, man. You know what I'm saying? I just got to get back into the vibes. I was like in middle/high school playing that game.
You played Revolver before, right? That's the old one.
I've never beat it. But I know what you're talking about. It's the
I
one with the
used-
guy
we
on the
beat
gun.
it.
on the-
We
on
had
the
it on
front.
Xbox back in the day. I used to love that cover. That cover crazy.
Prehistoric days.
Bro,
that was
that
before
cover-
the numbers was actually behind the system.
That cover is insane. You ever look at that cover?
Yeah, with the
That's
guy
a-
with the
yeah,
gun
that's
front,
a,
and
that's
he
a
got the
fire.
he got the
Hey, that cover's so fire, bro. I love it.
But with all that being said, B, what have you been jamming since the last episode?
I jammed a little more than I did last week. I'm sorry, guys. It was just one album.
You actually listen to music?
Not no more, B. I've been kind of slacking, but your boy felt a little like he wanted to listen to a little Mach-Hommy. So I went and I listened to. All right, chill out. I went and listened to Dump God Homie Edition. This is probably one of my favorite Mach-Hommy little projects. What
What's
bro?
the name of it?
Dump God Homie Edition.
Keep going.
This is 11 tracks. You got production from Earl on here. You got production from
Sweatshirt?
Alchemist on here. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This came out, 2017?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, Mach is just I don't like the glaze too much, but if it comes to some artists, bro, Mach-Hommy's one of the ones that I get the glaze.
You get the fondle in them?
Huh? All right, see, he been nasty, bro. You play the album, you hear that call from Rock Marciano. Hey, Mach, it's Rock. I need to hit you up, man.
Have they ever
Trying to
done a
get-
joint album together?
Nah, because they actually had that that feature on Rich Ass Haitian.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, Alchemist. This before Alchemist and Mach didn't have their problems. They used to work together. Really wish they mend their relationship as well.
They got problems?
Yeah, look, I don't know what really happened, but yeah, they don't really, But we gonna stick to the music.
Yeah.
So, what I'm gonna say about this, I want Mach to put this on streaming service so everybody else can hear this.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes, a lot of Mach-Hommy fans, bro, they like to gatekeep. Hey, I have a homie, bro, that have all the other older mixtapes from Mach-Hommy. He won't give me the pack. I'll be like, bro, come on. He'd be like, no. I'm like, why you do it? Because I used to have it, but I lost it through like my drive or something. Like it just, I deleted it.
See, that's why he didn't give it to you. He doesn't think you're going to cherish it.
Bro,
like
he's not
You
gonna
threw
give it
away
to
the
me.
art, B.
Anyways, man, my favorite song on here is McFlurry. I love that, bro. Mach was on there rapping. Then you got Allen Iverson that was dope. Come on, it's just so much dope stuff on here, bro. And, Mach, like around this time, he was still kind of working was going through that Gazelda stuff. So some of the production on here is more like that gritty, grimy, production that he went for. And then Earl Sweatshirt, this one Earl was getting his little bag as a random black guy, but he was working with Mach heavy because, like, I remember back in like 2016, 15, like I didn't know Earl Sweatshirt knew who Mach-Hommy was. Then I saw him tweet Mach-Hommy, 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 and I'm like, hey, he tapped in. And this one I knew Earl was like tapped into like what was going on, and he switched his whole thing up. What's that one album he got? I listened
Some
to it.
rap songs?
Nah, the other one.
I don't like Ish, I don't go outside.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, he changing up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, back to this project, it's typical Mach stuff. I don't want God Fahim. I do not like God Fahim. You know what a God Fahim is?
No.
That's good. God Fahim is someone I do not like. I do not rock with him lyrically or spiritually. The God Fahim. Anyway, I don't know. You probably didn't get it though. But anyways, I don't know. And sometimes he have really cool verses, but not. I don't know. They just don't do nothing for me. But I have homies that love him, bro. It's just his voice just don't do it for me. I like this is what I used to say. I don't know what type of dirt that Goff and he got on Mach to have him on everything, but they tied to the hip. They brothers, bro. So, anyways, I love this way more if Goff and he wasn't on here. And I hate to say that. I shouldn't have said that.
No, you can say that.
I'm gonna cut that out, man. I'm sorry. Like, my bad, Goff and he. I just don't like your music, man. You
gotta be real.
I just.
Are you saying that he's trash?
I wouldn't say he trash.
So then, yeah, you can say that you don't want him.
It's just not for me. It's just not for me. But yo, if any of you guys never heard Mach-Hommy Dumb God Homie edition, I'm sorry because it's gonna be hard to find. Mm-hmm. But y'all probably could find it allegedly. But yeah, shout out Mach-Hommy. I'm sorry for saying the God theme sucks. I mean, I didn't even say he sucks, but he kind of does.
On that project.
To me,
on that project.
To that multiple projects. I don't know.
I was trying to say, but okay.
He just don't do it for me. You know what I'm saying? But look, I ain't gonna lie. I used to be hard on him, bro. This is kind of light. Pause?
Yeah, please.
All right, B, what you been listening to before I go down? Like,
reminded me of Tony End the Dome this weekend. He said, yeah, Biggie had a lot of heavy D on it. I was like, come on, you got a pause on that.
Hey, you gotta chill out.
That's a wild statement.
Hey, you gotta chill out, huh?
He said, I'm grown, I don't say that. I'm like, you didn't say it for something like that, though. Don't tell me another man got heavy D in him. This is crazy right there.
I didn't see that, bro. Did I see that? It's so familiar.
I tweeted it. It was this weekend. He said, "Yo, he got a lot of heavy D."
What he meant by that? Like because the rapper,
I guess he was
big
saying,
guy.
like, yeah, like you know,
player
Biggie has a lot of like heavy D influences.
Okay,
but you know, he said, yeah, Big got a lot of heavy D in him.
a lot of heavy D in you is crazy. You can't just say that.
I'm like, and then you know the rap roundtable put like Cam and Mace looking and I'm like, yo, you gotta pause. I'm too grown for that. So I said that's why they put Cam and Mace. You need to pause. This is a wild
they put the it is what it is on them, like when they looking like
when they just look. Yeah, I'm like that's why they put that thing because he thought that they was like not agreeing with him. No, they told me to pause. The worst part is you doubling down on the pause-worthy statements.
Don't he be on that show sometimes? Into the Dome.
I don't know.
I'm like, have he popped up on there? Who show he?
No, it is what it is. No,
not if it is rap roundtable. Yeah, he popped up on there a few times.
Yeah, shout out to them. But I did 2 re-listens this week, so I'm gonna go over them briefly because I already made interludes about them. I haven't come out the days of the actual anniversaries for this year, even though we'll probably do a full review on at least one of them, which will be Views for next year.
Oh yeah, cool.
Are we listening to Views by Drake? Shout out to my boy Brendan Spiegel, which we'll be bringing him up later on this episode. Brendan was talking really heavily about Views. He was talking, highly of it. And I'm like. Views, I'm like, Brendan, like me and you, we're kind of like Drake brothers right now. I'm like, but you talking big about this one. I want to go re-listen to it. I've changed my mind on Views. This is my third go around with Views. God dang, this is a phenomenal Drake project. I don't know why, but it hits even better after the beef. Some of Drake's music hits a lot better after the beef, like Keep the Family Close.
Yeah.
That little ballad that he was going on at the beginning of the album.
I feel like it's
even better.
Views aged better.
No, it did. Because I despised that album when it first came out. I crapped on that album. Now going back, there's only like 2 or 3 songs I don't like.
Like my favorite song, like one of my favorite Drake songs on the album. Fillaways.
Oh yeah, Fillaways.
I always like that's what I'm saying. I always like that. Like, Western Road Flow is always dope to me.
Yeah. The first like quarter of that album is phenomenal.
There's some stuff on there.
That run, like I said, there's only a few things I don't like. I even like the Afro beats dancehall tracks now. Yeah. The only songs I really don't like is the pop style, the one with the throne.
Turn the 6 upside down. It's at 9 now.
The one without Future, Still Here. I don't like that one. And Child's Play, but I don't like Child's Play not because of the immatureness. I'm cool with the content. I don't like how Drake rapped on that song. That's my only problem with it. The way he actually performed rapping wise on there. But besides that, I actually like the song. So yeah. And I re-listened to Yeat's Lyfe, which I think it's his best project. I think it might be, I'm on record saying this, but I have a video coming out maybe later on or maybe in a few weeks, I don't know. This might be the best Rage project. And I think for multiple reasons. One, each song sounds distinct from the other. Each song sounds dynamic enough. Yeat is very charismatic, and he switches the flow up on each of these songs, so he definitely stands out compared to these loud beats. And also, the time length of the actual project itself. One of the shorter projects, but also one of the best ones in Rage because it doesn't get too redundant too quickly. 12 tracks, 30-something minutes. perfect. I'm like, this is how you do it. Obviously, Playboy Carti made the blueprint with a whole lot of red. Yeat, to me, is the one person that really excelled with that. But Benny X, I don't know if he executive produced it, but he's layered all over the production credits. He did a phenomenal job on that project, especially with production. And Yeat, the way that he actually utilized some of those beats, the way that the actual project itself is sequenced, and it knows like how to have its highs and how to have its lower moments, I really enjoy it. I think it's one of Yeat's best projects. So yeah, if y'all haven't checked out Yeat's Lyfe, I know a lot of people don't like Yeat. If you like Young Thug, if you like Playboy Carti, if you like Lil Uzi and Future and T-Pain, you will like Yeat because those are all his influences and he wears them on his sleeve, but he makes it unique enough to where it's his own thing. So yeah, B, what are your next projects?
My next project is Everything for Sale by WESTSIDE Boogie. This something I think somebody posted on the timeline. I'm like, yo, I ain't heard that.
Is that the one with the coffin?
With the casket? Yeah, when they have the coffin, yeah. I just I ain't listened to this in a minute, so I just played it. You know, 39 minutes. You know, came out 2019? Wow, I thought it was 2020 when this dropped. Did you ever listen to this?
The pandemic was all around that time.
You listen to this?
No, I listened to his project, I think, before.
Did we talk about this in the old podcast?
I think so.
Anyway,
I remember you talked about him, and I found out about him through you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But yeah, WESTSIDE Boogie, bro, I'm ready for him to drop something else. But nah, this guy right here, this album, when I first heard it, it was a letdown. And then the more I listened to it, the more I enjoyed it. And going back to it, this still is a good body of work. Like especially when it comes to introspective, like him being introspective, riding the beat, yes, really great flow. And just when he get into his melodic bag beat, talking about the women beat, you just relate to WESTSIDE, you know what I mean? Because one thing about him, he's not afraid to show that he be hating. Like he talks about it all the time. Like he had a whole freaking mixtape talking about his ex that, you know, he missed. And he talks about all the guys. He pretty much do the whole Marvin Room thing, you know what I mean? Pretty much through some of his on some of his projects. But like he has things like that can grab some heartstrings, V. Especially with Skydive 2 with Black. V. I don't want to get into my boogie little singing back, but like it's just that song always makes me like you could be like it kind of feel like a sad ride, but it just I don't know, V, it just make me feel so good, man. I love the production on that. One song I really just don't like, I always skip is Rainy Days with Eminem. I just don't like Eminem version.
Oh, because he was under Shady.
Yeah, he's under that.
Yeah, the label.
And Silent Ride is so dope, just the whole thing of like, you know, you can get into it with your girl and she probably like she's driving and she play on the radio, like I'll put on a song that's talking about like, yeah, I'm saying, and he has like, it's gonna be a silent ride home, and just like silent ride, like that joint fire. Every time I hear that song, I just think about the music video because it was so dope. Everything was going backwards. But LOL SMH, the interlude is so dope. I wish it was a little longer. I hate when people put out a really dope interlude.
And then it'd be like short. I mean,
It'd be super short.
No, I like that now. I've grown to see what happens when the interlude gets extended.
Yeah.
Big Crit and Travis Scott, you both.
Dang, hold up, this interlude. It's 4 minutes and 16 seconds.
No, fire interlude, especially if you're not doing a lot of
the LOS. Oh, it's the second part of it. Yeah, that I'm like, dang, I wish that was longer. Speaking of, I'm gonna move on because that's my. I love this project. Y'all check it out. But speaking of something is on my mind. The Weeknd, Big Sleep. The beginning of Big Sleep pisses me off every time. That song.
Big Sleep off of what? Off
of Hurry Up Tomorrow. How it started off with that like sample, and he was just like, I want, and then he freaking switched it all.
Oh, is that when he changed it?
Yes, bro. I need that beginning of that Big Sleep track. I need that. I need that, B.
Big
He's
Sleep.
bugging.
Big Sleep. You said Big Sleep?
Big Sleep. I need that. You deleted it?
No.
It's right after LA. Big Sleep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go back and listen to that.
The beginning of that joint, I'm like, you don't give me a snippet like that and finish it.
Yeah, because there was one song now I'm like, dang, that beginning was fire. And
then he switched it, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's Big Sleep.
Because there was one song, and I'm like, what was happening with that?
He's like, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. But yeah, WESTSIDE Boogie, Everything for Sale, really great album. His second album wasn't bad at all either. It was pretty good. It had some good stuff on there as well. But I want some more music, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy when you think about, I hate to say this, but you know, some artists have they like moment and then it's just like they're gone. And I don't think it's like a thing where we're not listening to him no more or something like that. I just think that, I don't know, maybe he's working on some dope, but I don't know. I just feel like some of these artists like that kind of need to stay in our face, B. You know
like
what I
a
mean?
Absol.
Yeah.
Between Do It Thou Wilt and Herbert.
Yeah,
That's my perfect
it was a
example of that.
crazy break. Yeah. I feel like some artists, I'm like, I don't know if y'all can afford, like,
Yeah.
just
Because
sitting
you
out for a
you
while.
like a day from having to go to Indy.
Yeah, it's like-
you like a day away from
You
that.
gotta relax, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be on that forklift.
Yeah.
You wait another year.
Yeah, you're gonna be a working class rapper. You don't want to go back to that. I'm pretty sure.
Be like Sage the Gemini. He working at Chipotle and stuff.
You're gonna be like Designer in a few if you don't quit playing. Except Designer had a hit though.
You talking about Designer gonna be on the airplane racking it?
No, he said that he ain't got no case. He came out with a video this weekend saying like, yo, he ain't got no case.
I didn't watch the video, but I saw that.
Yo, that was crazy. Yo, I ain't watched the video. Why you do that? Why you do that?
I'm talking about like his face looked a little chunky. I'm like, oh, he picked up some weight.
No, he did. I think he might actually be getting buffer.
Okay.
That's what it looked like. He looked a bit more stockier.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, I guess I get into my new listens for the week. I listened to Riff Raff's last album they came out with at the end of last year, Cherry Chupacabra. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I think it was a very bold decision to make a whole chopped and screwed album and not make a regular version of it. And while he does have some songs that are regular, which I really loved, Tiptoeing and Rick Owens. I love that song with Sada Baby and Sauce Walker. I love that song. But it was a very bold choice for him to make a whole album and specifically make it chop not slop. That's what it's technically supposed to be called because it's not DJ Screw actually chopping and screwing it. I get it. But for the sake of conversation, it's very unique for someone that's like, you know what? I know I got this album right here and I could put these in the regular version. I'm gonna make the whole thing chopped and screwed. And it's about an hour long. And because it's chopped and screwed, you do feel the length of the actual album itself. Sometimes you're like, okay, this kind of dragging. But Riff Raff is such a character on these songs. He got so many like standout like lines and bars. The one that stuck out with me was I wiped the pipe with a Burberry baby wipe. I'm just like,
I wiped the pipe with do Riff Raff and 2 Chainz got a song together? That'll be some wild.
I don't know. But I might need 2 Chainz, Riff Raff, and Lil B to make a song together. I know Lil B did a song recently with Yellow Lemonade on his last album.
For real.
I think that's what his name. Lyrical Lemonade. That's what it's called.
He was on Lyrical Lemonade.
Yeah, Cole Bennett. That's his name.
You
Yeah.
listen, we talked about that album?
No, we did not.
But I listened to it. You listened to it too, right?
No, I did not. I listened to that song.
I listened to the whole album, B. I didn't talk about it on the pod.
I don't think you did.
I listened to the whole album.
Did you like it?
No.
Oh, okay.
B. No. It was.
Was Riff Raff on there too, though, right?
I guess I don't remember. I remember some songs, but now I listened to the whole joint.
Yeah. I feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm the one that's always going into the fires for some of these videos. So, I mean, yeah. You could do one.
I think it's sometimes I listen to some stuff, bro, and I just block it out of my head. Like, dang, I really wasted my memory.
I wish, because I'll be talking about something a little bit that I wish I could do the same.
Yeah, I know which one
But
it
yeah,
is, too.
Yeah. Cherry Chupacabra by Riff Raff. I enjoyed it. I think it was a bold move. It sounded very Houston-esque, and it definitely reminded me of that back then. And the chopping was really good by, I believe it was OG Ron C that actually chopped it himself. So I thought it was a very dope project. I just wish it was a regular version so I could hear some of these songs, because songs like Stacy My Dad. Oh,
He had some Corey Mo production on here, B.
Did he? I don't know.
Corey Mo.
I'm trying to remember, but I heard this at the beginning of the week, so some stuff it kind of like left my memory. But like I said, the album does drag a little bit because it's chopped and screwed, so it's a little bit over an hour long. So yeah, I don't know, but some people were saying like this is supposed to be Riff Raff's last album, so I was like, oh, this is very interesting. And he's been doing a whole bunch of music videos recently too, with like AI in them as well. So I don't know, I just thought it was a very interesting choice itself. But my next project that I listened to, well, let me say this, my next song I listened to was by someone named Zyah Belle, but on Twitter she goes by Yam Greer, and I didn't know that she was an R&B singer.
You told me about her, yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't know she was an R&B singer, so I checked out her song because she was pushing it, and I heard the snippet on Twitter, and I'm like, oh, this sounds good. Let me hear the whole song. I listened to the whole song, had it on repeat a few times. I'm like, all right, the song is bumping. 1-800-Heartbreak by Zyah Belle. Definitely waiting to see what the album sounds like. Some of your other songs came up in my Spotify recommended, and I enjoyed them as well. So I'm definitely waiting to see what the project is.
I know why I heard about her. I think you replied to her. Like she said something, you quote tweeted her, right?
Yeah, because I said that this song is fire. Because when I think music is fire, I put it on
that's
the
why I seen it. You didn't tell me about it. I just saw it because you did that. That's why I heard of Yam.
So I didn't know, but I know she said something like, "Oh, Rihanna shouted her out on something." I'm not sure what it was, but I guess she said Rihanna.
That's why I heard about her. Because I was trying to think like, how do I know that name? And I remember, I think you quote tweeted her, and then boom.
Hey, if I see fire music, I'm always share it on
Gotta
the TL.
support B.
Yeah. So shout out to Zyah Belle for making a dope track. I cannot wait to see what the actual album sounds like. And my last wait, was that your last project?
No, I got one more.
Okay, yeah, you go next. Then I'll do my last project.
This
I'm
my
so used to you doing like
yeah,
one,
like
two.
one. This is my last one. I got Rhyme Fest Blue Collar.
Rhyme Fest?
Rhyme
Like the one
Fest.
that used to be running with
Kanye. Yay.
formerly known as Kanye.
I think I want to call him Kanye West because I don't want to talk about the Ye character. B. I don't want to talk about Ye.
Remember B off the movie Split with James McAvoy?
Yeah, I remember that.
That's
That's
Kanye. Kanye. He just fighting for the light, B. He fighting for the seat.
Bro said, nah, I'm really in a really good headspace. Did you see that video? So I just had to get my ideas out.
I'm just glad that Elon really let me vent like that.
Like, what? Bro, you was wildin', yo. But I gotta
He
go
started
say.
saying the age of consent.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he started talking about R. Kelly. Like in some state, it was the age of consent.
Oh,
was like,
I didn't.
He was 14.
Bro.
I'm like, bro, I'm like, yeah, you need to stop. It was He's talking about everyone's hit a woman before. I hit women before.
Yeah,
This was supposed to record it.
That's what he said. I saw that. I was like, yo, this
Yeah,
dude.
you gotta stop.
No, this man was like, yeah, I just gotta go save Kodak Black. He had a Donda chain on. It just spoke to me. Like he really finna go out there, bro. Because I think he's having a freaking manic
And
episode.
Kodak replied today.
Yeah, and they was talking so yo, Kanye. they said Kodak so high he think Kanye need money, bro.
Like he didn't buy a Superbowl bag.
Kanye's so rich, bro. It's crazy. You see how much he worth now? It's like $2 billion,
dude.
bro. He just say whatever he want. I do not like this man right now, but it's so funny, dog. We need to stop. But anyways, Rhyme Fest, Blue Collar. This is for you, my bad. This is all about you, my guy. But
When did this come out?
this came out in 2006. So recently I have a videos coming out when I actually went through the year of 2006 because, you know, some people said that was the worst year of hip hop. And I'm like, let me go look. I'm gonna post it. I think I'm almost done editing it. But yeah, it's some questionable albums in there, bro.
Some stinkers?
I'm gonna just say this: the number one album from like critics or on the website is freaking Hell Has No Fury by Clips, and I love that album. But that being your number one,
That's their sophomore, right?
yeah, I love that album. It's probably their best album. But that being number one in
In a whole year.
a whole year,
And that album wasn't, I don't want to say it like this to be disrespectful, it wasn't that mainstream probably.
that's what I'm saying. So anyways, I saw this on there and I was like, I never listened to a whole Rhyme Fest album. I remember some of his mixtapes, but I didn't really like listen to him like that because like one of my songs that my favorite songs by Rhyme Fest technically was like on a mixtape and it's on the album and it's brand new with him and Kanye West. Pull up in my brand new shit.
Is that on
my brand new shit?
That's not on Take 'Em to the Cleaners by Consequence, right? Because they have a song together too.
That's on Consequence?
No, it
mixtape?
just sounds familiar.
But you know how their production was back then.
Yeah.
It's all right. So this project is a really solid album. This is a really cool album. I really wish I had listened to this years ago, but I didn't. You got some cool Kanye production on here. You got some Just Blaze on Dynamite, brand new, of course, with Kanye. All I Do is probably like my favorite track on here. I like that. More was dope with Kanye. He had Mario on here. Mario was singing. You know, he was a little younger Mario. Then you got like on the production, you got a lot of like you have Mark Ronson. You know, he was the guitar like more of a like he produced all type of genres, pop genres and stuff like that. This project was cool, man. Like it wasn't bad. I give it a solid like a solid B.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, dang, Rhyme Fest. And you know you could tell like that pen. Like when you listen to Consequence, listen to Rhyme Fest and them all in this era, you know that they all in that Kanye family and, you know, GLC and all them. So it's dope. Especially production-wise, it just brings you back to the time when like, I don't know, when Kanye was doing his thing and just his whole crew, you know, I don't know.
His own like movement.
Yeah, it felt really good. It's that emphasis of like Little Brother, Jay Dilla, all it gives you all that feels in this right here. This is a really good project. I recommend you to check it out, B.
So if I like the Consequence, like Take 'Em to the Cleaners, I'll like that.
Yeah, you'll like this. Yeah, you'll like
Because I like the Consequence, obviously.
You haven't listened to his album yet, right?
No,
Consequence
I
album.
haven't.
And not like that one. Don't Quit Your Day Job. You know
said you did like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I remember you.
Because I used to jam that. That's when I used to listen to. But I just never thought about
going to Rhyme Fest.
Never, bro. I remember his mixtapes
too, because I think he was on the Block Party DVD, right?
Yeah, like
I don't know why I never.
Like I know about some of his mixtapes, but I just didn't listen to this album. I never listened to this album.
So why do you think someone like him never blew up?
I don't know, because I think he was more successful in the songwriting.
You think he got side-hied?
Kinda, but I think he's more successful than Zyah when it comes to songwriting. Like he got Grammys and stuff, because he actually won a Grammy with Common. He won an Oscar. Like, was it an Oscar? They did an Emmy or something. It was one of them things he won with Common and John Legend in like 2014. Like, he's more successful in songwriting. So I think
he's better as a background.
Yeah, it's just some people with certain voices. Like, you can understand, like, this is a good album. Don't get me wrong, but you could like, you just know when you hear this 06, right? You hear Late Registration came out what, 05?
No, Late Registration came out. Oh yeah, it did come out.
05, right? And then you know this is around the same era. You know what a Kanye, like they're in the same tree, but you know what a Kanye album sound like. And then you get like this Rhyme Fest album. It's like a diet Kanye.
I'm about to say it's like leftovers.
Because you could tell that, you know, Kanye has his spin, and also he has these other great minds around him, like Rhyme Fest, you know, Consequence, like with their pens and stuff, and GLC and all of them. I don't know. It just, you could tell they put more on the Kanye. You know what I mean? But it's still some good stuff.
I wish they were still putting more on the Kanye.
Bro, it's some, but like, I think, like, because I think he still works with Kanye, and I don't know about like writing, but I know he was working for Kanye's like Donda Academy thing he was doing. So I don't know. I think he don't really deal with Kanye musically. I don't know.
He needs to.
Yeah, maybe. But I think he's more in his activist bag. But yeah, Rhyme Fest, Blue Collar, I think is a really good album. I wish I checked it out, you know, years ago. But I'm gonna have to put this more in rotation, B. I highly recommend you guys to check it out too. Right. Rhyme Fest.
That's your last project?
That's my last project, man. I had one more, but I ain't gonna talk about it.
You sure?
I'll talk about it next week. Cause what if I have a slow week next week?
Oh yeah. Smart.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You be having to do leftovers. Me, I just be listening to
bro, because you listen a lot. I don't know more. Like, I try to get some albums in, but I listen to so much.
It's funny because literally what you do, I've been doing the opposite of that. Yeah. I've been cutting down on all that so I can listen to more music.
I'm a part of, like, this is how I am, bro. Like, it's some stuff that I like to follow so much when it comes to a podcast. Like, I can't miss an episode. I used to be like that. Yeah, I'm so invested. Yeah, I'm so invested, it's hard for me not to, because it has nothing to do with music. It's more of like, I like to stay up on like current events and stuff, and like, you know, stocks and all this stuff, and I need that to feed that other side of my brain. It's hard for me to kick it.
Yeah, for me, once this started doing a little something, I was like, yo, F all that. Yeah. Like, I'm watching other people live their dreams, F that, I'm trying to live mine. Like,
when it comes to like, it's more informative stuff, like even reading as well. But like, when it comes to like music content, I'll watch some of it, but like if I'm eating, I'll put on like a top 5 Troy video or something. Or I'll put on
I meant music.
Oh, what do you mean?
Like just listen to music. Not the music video, not music content.
Oh yeah, no. I try to minimize my content after the podcast. Because sometimes I don't listen to much because I don't want to go, especially on Mondays, I don't want to go into listen to them and then have to come in and film and have different ideas in my head.
Yeah, that's why I don't watch anything that we talk about. I don't watch any of that.
I'll watch it probably if I'm eating, like probably after the podcast, just to see their thoughts on something, like on the Super Bowl or anything.
I don't want to regurgitate no point. Oh, that's my main thing.
Nah, I do not like that.
That's why I used to do with manga. I didn't watch nobody's reviews, so none of their talking points come in my head.
That's why I hate getting on Twitter, freaking echo chamber sometimes. That's why I had to retweet all those races. I had to retweet the races, B.
Well, B, I'm gonna talk about my last project, which probably made me a little racist. Tyga, NSFW.
Hold up, B. I already knew it wasn't safe for work. I knew it.
It definitely wasn't safe for right here. Because Tyga, pause, I might have to give you the business.
What type of business, B? I know you saw that clip.
What clip?
Of the A minor clip and Tyga was listening.
Oh yeah, he
got triggered.
I said he better not.
He like, hey.
Look, what's that little gif I be putting that black man stared at the other one? That's me. I'm about to say, Tyga, you should be the last one singing. Look, I bet Tyga like, that song is trash anyway. I bet you feel that way. But yeah, I'm going to listen to Tyga's new album, NSFW. Wow, what an album. I mean, for all the GNX fans, the people that love the West Coast sound, apparently, you guys would love some of this album right here, because it definitely has a lot of West Coast influences and sounds here, but that's an album. Tyga's Tyga. The worst part is, it's like Tyga don't know what he wants to be. At the beginning, you did this West Coast bop thing, which he had 2 songs that I liked. And then, you know, he got into the stereotypical sound of like, oh, let me sound like Drake. Let me put some auto to my voice. Let me be melodic. And I'm just like, Tyga, what are we doing? Then he also kind of wants to be like Pierre Bourne, where he has some songs mixing from one song to another song. Kind of like, not transforming, but what's it, like kind of like cross-playing? Yeah, transitioning. You know, he has some of that happening. He has a song with Big Sean, Flo Milli, and Tyga, and at first, when I saw that on paper, I'm like, that could actually sound good.
Big who?
Big Sean, Flo Milli, and Tyga. And it's exactly what you think it's going to sound like. But I don't know why the song just did not hit. Maybe if this was like during the blog era, this probably would have hit. Flo Milli did a good job on the hook. It was stereotypical for Flo Milli. Big Sean did his Big Seanisms. I can't be mad at it on a song like this. Mm-hmm. I just don't know what didn't hit for me. Maybe it's because I'm older now and this just don't hit for me no more. I'm just like, this would have hit during the blog era, like during Finally Famous Volume 3 or something. But yeah, he has this one song, Found Someone, featuring Cher. I don't know how.
Cher?
Cher?
Yeah, Cher on there? Oh, Cher was messing with his homie, right?
I don't know.
That's probably why he got
Or
that
maybe
feature.
he was dating her.
No, Cher was dating his homie, I believe. I think he was dating... Yeah, I think it's his homie, because the guy that dates Cher used to date Amber Rose, I believe. Nah, but he was a young dude, like in his 30s, and he was giving Cher the pipe.
I don't know who Cher is.
All right, you keep talking. I'm gonna show you.
But Tyga just doesn't know what he wants to do on this album, and then I feel like he really offended me when he got Lil Wayne for a song, which was his. Oh, I remember her. But yeah, I feel like Tyga really offended me. That just looks nasty. But like I said, Tyga, he just really he hurt my soul when he put Wayne on a song. And this was the single for the album, but I never heard the single for the album. So I'm like, all right, cool. You got Lil Wayne for this? What is it? It's literally a diversion of taste. Literally the exact same type of let me get a Tyga taste type beat. Literally he searched that up.
Taste.
Yeah.
Remember Joe
but this one?
Yeah.
But yeah, he literally does the same exact formula.
Yeah.
He gets the same exact type of beat, except this beat is way whack. Like it's
whack.
way more whack. Like Taste itself is not whack, but this song it feels like a diet version. It felt like everything that was great about Taste. It's like someone stripped it,
yeah.
And just like
it had no taste.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's a diet version. Yeah, it's just missing a lot of the flavor. You know what I'm saying? And Lil Wayne's on it, so it's like he tried to re-emulate that, and I'm like, that to me that was like the biggest crime of this album. Cause I'm just like, I get what you're trying to do. You was trying to, especially capitalize on that West Coast sound that you kind of went kind of back to with Taste. And you was kind of always kind of doing it, but it's like, oh, it's more popular now because GNX.
Hey, he need to go back to that lime and the coconut.
He does.
Days, man.
And the funny part is, he has a song with Jim Jones that he did on live stream. I'm like, okay, is this song going to be on the album? It wasn't. But I was like, all right. I heard the song though. I kind of actually like the song. But yeah, overall, I like the ending track, even though it's called Slave, which is crazy because no one got on Tyga for that. But hey,
we didn't know what he's saying in there.
Not literally stereotypical raccoon raps, braggadocious.
But it's
raps.
not like what freaking Lyfe Jennings did. I'ma beat it like a slave.
No.
Come on, that's wild.
But yeah, there was one part where I'm just like, dang, YG should have been on this. Mustard should have had some production on this. Ty Dolla $ign should have been on this. And then Ty Dolla $ign was on this. I like the song with Ty Dolla $ign.
If YG and Mustard still cool with that guy? I don't know. Sometimes them people be having a little friction.
True. But out of 17 songs, 46 minutes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I liked only 6 songs. And
I'm surprised
some of
you
them are
like
like
6,
pity.
Pity likes?
Some of them are. Because I'm just like, dang, the beat's really good on here.
Yeah.
Tyga doesn't really do anything for me, but this beat is really good. It made me remember, like, yo, I really do like West Coast production. Especially back then during the blog era. Oh, I loved it.
Hey, T-Maney, Drive Young, just crazy. You know,
Fire.
F me, boy, baby.
Well done, 1, 2, 3, 4. The worst part is on the Pop It Off song that's trying to be like Taste, he does the same thing like on Taste. He didn't do it throughout the whole album. Like, you know how he used to do that back then?
Yeah.
And he did it on Taste. He didn't do it on none of this album except for that one song. And I'm just like, I know you're trying to recreate this. Stop it. This is like someone that's looking back at their high school days for the glory days. It's over. Just leave it alone. Stop it. I'm sorry. I had to crash out because I listened to this twice just to make sure. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm hating. Maybe it's because, Kendrick is just so successful with that West Coast sound right now. This regional sound is overtaking the U.S. right now. I thought maybe I was hating. No, this just effing sucks. Dang. YG, I need you to save me. Even though you came out with an album and neither of us heard it last year. I would say listen to DJ Mustard, but I like him on R&B production more now. I just missed the blog era West Coast beat.
It's Tyga, dude, man. You shouldn't have... Come on, man. Tyga not the same Tyga, bro.
Yeah, he really had no taste with some of that production. But yeah, that's about it for what we've been jamming. Man, that really scarred me. But hey, I do this for the show, man. I do this for y'all. I do it for the love, man. I do it for the culture.
What do you say? You take one for the team, B.
Pause on that. But what do you say? I'm like the guy that they send for news
Oh yeah,
out to the fire. That's me.
That's me. You out there? Hey, I'm out here. It's flaming, but I gotta get
gotta get the coverage.
Like
I see a tree falling down.
It's getting crazy out here. Hey, I'm the only one out here. I'm like, nah, bro, that's you, boy. You like Anderson Cooper.
Hey, last name.
Hey, they had Anderson Cooper out there in the fires, boy.
Hey.
You watch Nightcrawler, right?
Of course, I love that.
You're gonna
movie.
be like Nightcrawler, be with Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah, classic.
Steady hands.
Hey.
Steady hands.
That movie was great, bro.
I love it.
I need to rewatch that.
Yeah, I need to buy it on Blu-ray.
That was a great movie.
Man. But yeah, that's about it for what we've been jamming. Let us know what you've been jamming down in the comment section down below. But it's time to get on to the news section of the show where we talk about new music releases, announcements, and current events. But let's go ahead and actually talk about some of the new music releases and announcements that we have. P-Rock and Common tease the Auditorium Volume 2. I'm hyped for this, but I'm just hoping it's not too similar to the last album to where it sounds the exact same. It sounds like leftovers.
You know we need it shorter too.
Yeah.
We
It
need
definitely
this,
needs to be shorter.
We need this to be a little bit shorter.
And I think we might need some features on here.
I think so too.
If I'm trying to create the like perfect version of what they did with Auditorium 1, shorter, a few more features.
A, B. If they have some features, who you talking?
If this is like, I want a little brother as a feature on here.
You
To
want-
be real with you. I want them. Maybe a posthumous Dillaverse to maybe intro or interlude some parts of this album. Maybe. I'm just saying.
I'm thinking I want some Black Thought. I think that'd be dope. Nas
you
on
want
here.
so you want some rap rappers.
Nas would be dope on
I wish
this.
old Kanye could be on some of this stuff. I know it's not. But
That's
hey,
dream, B.
But then again,
That's dreaming.
Ghostface got Kanye to act right on his album last year.
But that's probably was like an old joint, you know what I'm saying?
B, let me dream though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And also as Ghost, he probably, yeah, you don't come with that old crazy man. I need that Kanye.
Then again,
you know what I'm saying?
remember what Ghostface said?
Yeah.
He's been real hip-hop.
For real.
But yeah, we definitely need some spitters on here. Someone that could really get on them soulful type beats.
Yeah, bro.
And I would love to maybe see a song being co-produced with P-Rock as well. Like maybe get No ID. Maybe get him as a co-producer on one of these songs as well. I would definitely love to see what that sounds like. But yeah, that's about it for what I have like expectations-wise for Volume 2. Just a little bit shorter, a little bit more features. Next piece of news, we got DJ Khaled, a Lamb of God. He was supposed to have 2 Drake songs on there until Drake said must be Drake Bell.
Must be Drake Bell. Boy, that had me dying,
Did
bro.
Drake Bell? He tried to capitalize out that too.
Did
He
you
posted
see
his
that?
own song.
It sounded high though. I said, hold on. You got some
I'm
vocals.
pretty sure he AI'd it though.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he AI'd it though.
Hey, I'm like, all right.
Yeah, so B, you hyped for this? I know you've been yearning for a DJ Khaled album. I'm not gonna lie though. I did like, when I was going through my blog era stuff, and I've been missing like the older Kendrick. I was like, dang, remember when Kendrick
was on that old-
Big Crit
Yeah.
and J. Cole had a song together, They Ready? Even though that was like one of my favorite
It was on
DJ Khaled
J.
songs.
Khaled album, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kiss the Rings, I think. That's one of my favorite DJ Khaled songs. The fact that you got all 3 of them on there, oh my gosh. And Joey thinks he's up there with them? No, Big Crit. That's Big Crit's spot. What are you talking about?
It could have been Crit. It could have been, Crit, Wale, Big Sean.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that actually could have made that spot if they were, well, except for Crit, because he didn't have as much racial repel as Wale.
Yeah, I want. We might have to make a little interlude, me and you collab on just talking about Crit, bro. Because what Crit should have posted then, like I told you, bro.
He has one of the best albums out of the blog era,
bro.
camp.
And just out of that, like as rapping, like that boy can rap, bro. And I don't know, I just don't know, man.
But yeah, you gonna make me remember this beat because that's
I
one of
know
my
you
favorite
love
rappers.
Crit, and
Yeah.
I loved Crit too. I know, but your love went further
Yeah.
because I stopped.
I was
I
looking at
stopped
my
loving
albums
him,
earlier
bro.
today. I was like, no, I need a jam on the night. But yeah, next piece of news. Next piece of music that we have, Reason. I Love You Again, February 28th. Thinking about listening to it? This is if so, this would be my first time listening to a Reason project.
No, I thought you listened to.
I didn't listen to his last one. That Steps or
Reason. You know who I'm thinking of? Ransom. That's how much Reasons don't.
Yeah.
Let me stop.
Both of them. I know what you mean though.
Yeah.
But yeah, Reason.
They both give me the same effect, but I feel like Ransom's.
Forgettable.
Yeah,
I'll
but
say it.
Ransom
Forgettable.
Ransom a better rapper though.
Well, yeah. Based off of what I heard from Reason.
Yeah,
yes.
let's listen.
I
to
never
this.
heard a full.
Let's listen to this. Let's listen to it.
Should I not listen to any other Reason prior to this, or should I let this be my? Should I let this be my first one? Or should
I don't
listen
think
to
it's
the
a
last one?
reason to listen to his other stuff.
Okay. Next piece of news, but that's coming out February
Hey, but
28th.
B, he's out the chains now.
Oh, yeah.
No more TD hanging.
But he doesn't have the. B, he doesn't have the money going behind it though. The TDE stimulus package.
He alright, bro. He saved. You know, I mean, he look like a saver.
B, I think he has Boss on the album. I think his single has Boss on it.
Who, Bass?
Yeah, Boss, Bass. Your favorite Dreamville artist. He has him as on
The
the
little
first
chunky
single. Bash, your favorite one.
Nah, bro. Get ass out of here.
Next week of music releases, we have Mos Def and Alchemist Forensics, March 28th. Man, I'm ready for the most fire 20 minutes of my life, man.
In this 20 minutes, I'm gonna really crash out. I'm gonna crash my laptop. I'm gonna crash the web, bro.
Make you crash something.
Hey man, come on, bro. Nah, we at least need 38 to 40 minutes, bro.
They had a live stream this weekend, I think.
I heard about
did you
that.
watch it?
Nah, I didn't. I also saw that they posted like some on the Bandcamp as well. I don't
That
know
was
if
a
it
live
like,
stream.
I thought it was like an art piece or something. It was some also they were selling.
Oh.
I thought they sold.
But
a
I think
cassette.
they sold to get into the live stream too.
Okay, no, I didn't get into that. I thought they were selling like a cassette because I was trying to buy some, some music. I didn't care even if I haven't heard the album. I was like,
You're gonna be
I love
duped
that
like
cover.
the vinyl pre-orders to get half of the album on there.
Oh
When
yeah,
it comes out.
that was happening, bro. Vinyl community, y'all need to step it up.
Yeah. Youngboy, more leaks. This is like the second or third time that we've actually talked about Youngboy on here, even though people say that, we defend Youngboy. I've seen someone say that before.
We do?
They said that, oh, you guys don't know real hip hop. You guys listen to Youngboy and stuff like that. I'm just
God,
like, where does this narrative come from?
bro?
I'm like, it's just because I down like the Halloween Havoc or
yeah,
whatever,
like, bro.
you said something before, and they was like, oh, that's because you guys love Youngboy.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. They's like, oh, if you don't like East Coast rap, you definitely have to have love Youngboy.
Some people gotta understand, bro. Sometimes you don't want to listen to stuff that's like super heady or something that's super lyrical miracle. Sometimes you want to listen to some ratchet. Sometimes you just want to listen to that stuff, bro. You don't want to hear all that all the time. But I do not listen to Youngboy.
And sometimes that lyrical stuff sucks.
Bro.
Just because they can rap does not mean they can make good music.
Sometimes I feel like I'm Gucci Mane in 2006.
Nah, I love that. AI Youngboy is a hard album. I'm not even
That
gonna talk to
song
y'all.
fire, too.
Yeah,
That album's not bad. I listened to that album.
Yeah, that's a good project. That's one of his better projects. But next project we have that was teased, Lil Wayne's The Carter 6, June 6th. He said, "Do not disturb him until then, B." But he might be a little sensitive.
That's a little distance away from us for him to.
I'm gonna be real. I think he's trying to stay out the way in case anybody else drops.
I think he tried to step on Kendrick's.
Oh, I have a really good
I'm
announcement.
not gonna be able to see Super Bowl. Did he do this on like a skin commercial, like a lotion?
Yes, I'm a little sensitive. He's the GOAT. I'm sorry, he's the GOAT.
Wait, Wayne, look, man.
But next piece of news I'm really excited for to even talk about. Rock Marciano and DJ Premier set to release a collab EP later this year.
They dropped a song this week.
I know.
I
was
listened to
yes.
it. You listened to it?
The first time that Rock Marciano learns what drums are.
All right, see, now you don't know what you're talking about. Stop it. Did you listen to
Russ
it?
stole my tweet, dog. I'm like, yo, Russ, you really stole my tweet like that, dog?
Russ Records?
Yeah, he stole my tweet.
I don't know nothing about him, bro. I don't even land. Homie be saying some weird stuff.
I'm like, you stole my tweet, bro. But I heard it, though. It was really good.
I didn't listen to it.
But I like drums and I like the way Rock raps. So having Premier's production and Rock Marciano together.
I know it's dope.
Yeah, of course.
I don't have to listen to it.
Of course.
I'm going to listen to it, but I ain't listened to it yet.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, go check that out if y'all haven't already. SZA dropped an extended version of Lana on February 9th on the Super Bowl day. You said you was really hyped for that. You was looking for more.
Wu-Tang announced a new album.
Wu-Tang announces a new album. Black Samson, The Bastard Swordsman, April 12th.
When was this announced?
This was spread around Twitter this weekend. And I saw it and I'm like, huh? I'm like, where's the source at? I was looking for the source. I was doing a light look. I'm not.
RZA probably did this.
I heard that RZA isn't going to be producing like that on here. That's why I was like, oh. I'm like, so he's going to be rapping? Oh, this might be bad.
Alright,
if I got to leave him to rap?
Yo, relax on Riz, bro. Relax on RZA, bro.
This is Scared of H-Words music for real. Next piece of news we got. Unforgettable Project. Ransom, Bodie James, and Nicholas Craven coming with a collab. The only reason I say it's forgettable is because Bodie James has been releasing an onslaught of projects. Ransom has also been doing something similar. He's been releasing an onslaught of music as well. Nicholas Craven, he's a producer. He's supposed to go to work, but you don't want to be like the Alchemist where you just working with everybody that has a pulse at this point. Yeah. We gotta calm down. We gotta make certain things a moment. I wish this was more of a moment, but because they've just been onslaughting us with music and not actually letting us breathe with some of this stuff. This is why I say that. I don't really have an actual bone to pick with them, but because y'all just release so much and y'all oversaturate to me, I don't really see this as like, a win for the rap.
Yeah, and also like when it comes to these guys, man, I just give them grace because they not backed by major labels. They pretty much independent artists, so they survive off merch, putting out music and actually selling stuff. So this is what they really have to do, especially like Nicholas Craven. You know what I'm saying?
But also, I'm here to judge that as well.
I can't judge how people eat, B. Like that's just how that's what I'm saying. This is how they mostly make their money. But independent artists. B, if let's say
B, if I get a
if you was a YouTuber and you put out video, they be like, bro, you got to stop putting out these videos. This is how they eat, B. If you was backed by a company, they all right, you only release one video a day and they pay you, and a week and they pay you like that and you good, like you. But they have to put out music, B. That's what I'm saying. Would you do that? I mean, how would people look at you like, bro? Why you put out a video all the time?
But I think what I would
like, yo, this is my living. This is what I have to do.
But see, this is what I would do in the background though. And I've told you this before. You work on the little stuff during the time where you're working on that big project. You get what I'm saying? It's like with Future. He put out the 3 mixtapes. All great. I'm just giving you an example of like how you do this.
Future needs to stop. He don't have to put out music.
I know. I'm talking about Monster, 56 Nights, and Beast Mode.
Yeah.
But then you put out the DS too.
But these guys right here, this is pretty much what they're doing.
No, I'm saying you put out these little projects. You do that, but you got to make that like that big project, that big one. Like I don't know if like you teasing something in the background. Like,
what's a big project for an independent artist, B?
No, I'm saying like that project where you like, okay, this is about to be my magnum opus, guys. You can't say that for every single project that's about to come out.
But what they do is they put out like this collab. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like
it's gonna be fun.
I'm saying, but it's gonna be like probably less than 30 minutes, B.
I hope so.
It's gonna be short.
I hope so.
That's what they do. I'm telling you, I'll listen to it, but I don't know if I am.
See.
But I'm just saying, I know this is what they do, man.
No, but I'm saying for me to get to listening to this. That's the main thing I'm talking about. For me to want to listen to this. For me to have a drive to listen to this.
You're
I'm not talking about,
But I'm saying, but you're not a part of their fan base. Like, you don't care to listen to this. It don't matter to you. That's why I'm saying, like, I know they're pretty much the whole content creator thing, how like it feels like rappers are content creators. When they go to independent artists, bro, they have to like produce.
Okay, so
they have to like they have to like this is what they gotta do, bro. They don't have freaking what they call them advertisement deals. They don't have none of that stuff, boy. It's just them.
What? Well, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just saying you should understand that.
No, I do understand that. That doesn't mean I gotta accept it.
Oh my god. You have no choice.
No, because I ain't gotta listen. And that's my thing. I'm talking about.
No, you don't have to listen. You don't have to listen to it. That's what I'm saying. You're not a part of their base.
But also,
I'm saying I understand why they do this.
Yeah, no, I understand why they do this. But you should also understand why I don't want to listen to it.
Oh, they don't care because you're not their audience.
Because you want to garner a business. You're going to want to.
You want to garner more business, but look, B, when you have a cult following and it's like Tyler Perry. Yes, he has that cult following. It's not like his movies don't sell. His movies don't gross over 100 million or nothing like that, but they gross higher than his budget. And he has that core fan base, and he has that. And he feeds to that niche. You good? That's all they have is they niche. You don't need everybody.
That's all they got,
B, they got a good amount of listeners that funds them. Like they have them that they can live off of. You don't have to have everybody. B, yes, you could grab a few listeners. Will you rather have 1 million subscribers or 200,000 subscribers that's loyal to you?
Of course, the 200,000.
That's pretty much what they have. They have
if they're loyal to me, I don't have to keep putting out that much content.
B, if you don't, what else you gonna be selling if you have that loyal base?
They're gonna rebuy whatever I put out, and I rebuy.
B, what if you don't got no more of it? What you done with the merch? You ain't got no more. You sold it all.
I'll re-put the old stuff out.
Come on, man. Nah, B, come on. At that point, they gonna be like, yo, we need new music. You can't do that. B. That's like you recycling the same video over and over. Like, I don't want to put out a video, so
that's
you keep
what YouTubers do.
How do you recycle? No, I'm talking about exactly the same. You don't put out the same video. Come on,
it definitely got a little bit more popular.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I've done that before.
Like you
put out the same video.
So you release a video, it's still up on your page, and you just re-release it.
Yeah, but I'll like change a few things up.
I'm not talking about a deluxe. You talking about a deluxe?
I double back on the deluxe.
Get back out of here, bro.
I double back. Hey, B, look, what was her when she put out the 3?
Yeah.
I just put it together as a compilation.
But that's different, bro, because she had a little few more songs in there as well. Come on, man.
I'm just saying.
You like, yo, I edited this one part different.
I just want them to come out and be like, yo, like, I'm really about to change the game up with this. I know they not. I know they won't.
That's what I'm saying, B.
But I want them to have that type of hype behind one of their next projects.
They always hyped about their projects, but it ain't.
No, I said that type of hype. I want that type of hype.
it will never feel the same way of like us hype for like if Uzi haven't put out an album in 3 years.
No. But see, I'm saying like I want them to be like, yo, this next piece of work is my best thing I've ever worked on. I want them to be like that. It might not be, but I want them to be like that.
These niggas almost 50, man.
Hey,
they best works behind them. Come on, bro.
Oh, Jesus, see.
You gonna make me get very, 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 very what they call it problematic on here, bro.
Look, in the last piece of music release we have before we get to the albums dropping this week, Russ announces his 6th album, Wild.
I think I'm gonna check it out. I actually
album.
did I talk? I don't even think I talked. Did I talk about Conductor Williams' album on the podcast?
Mm-mm.
I don't think I did. I might have to do it next week. I'm gonna re-listen to it, but I listened to it a few times. But I like Rest's song on there. I was like, yeah, I kind of like this. And Wiz Khalifa and Benny the Butcher had a song on there. I like.
Yeah, I seen that on the.
You heard it before?
No.
Oh, okay.
Of course not. Wiz Khalifa and Benny the Butcher. It don't sound good on paper. That's why I didn't listen to it.
Cause Wiz little freestyle he did on
he's been going hard lately.
I liked it.
I'm not gonna cap on that.
Like how hard?
About 7 to 8.
7 to 8 hard.
Yeah, 7 to 8.
Right.
Like he's not all the way there with the stiffness. But
right.
Go ahead to the album dropping this week.
We got Brother Ali, which shout out to Dead Hip Hop. They did a listening with him, like a live stream that was dope. I like they be doing that, like the listenings with they bring different
First
artists.
one was Shay Noir, right?
They had Shay Noir. Mm-hmm. They did one with I Am God, I believe, and now Brother Ali. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we got Satisfied Soul, and I think this is a collaboration with another producer. I forgot to put his freaking name in here. I'm so sorry, guy. But yeah, I don't know. Are you familiar with Brother Ali? Like musically?
I know of him, but
you never listen.
No.
Yeah, he's dope. I just haven't listened to him in years. But shout out to Brother Ali. We got WESTSIDE Gun putting out 12.
The Dump.
I'm gonna check this out. Check it out. Not too hype for it because you know what we get from WESTSIDE Gun. He just pretty much put out the same album with a different title. Now I'm joking.
Nachos? Mexican food?
Hey man, he just presented it a different way.
He don't really present it a different way. He just might add one more.
No one says the cover, but the cover changed. And then we got Jacquees and Dage Loaf. What's that?
F a Friend Zone
2. Valentine's Day. You ever listen to one?
I've heard some of one, but I never heard the full thing.
You know, Valentine's Day, I'm going to take my lady out. I don't know about you, B, but you know what I'm going to be jamming, B. You know what I'm going to jam on Valentine's Day?
Oh, you know what I'm going to jam on Valentine's Day.
Some songs for you, you know what I mean? Some sexy songs for you from P&D and Drake. Some of them snippets, B, and I really like my boys For Your Entertainment. They was on the freaking snippet.
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it?
No.
I was dying.
I tagged them. I tagged them. I said, "Is that 4YE?"
Yeah, I was watching it this morning when I was working. Bro. I was like doing my job, had it playing. I was like, yo, they hilarious.
I didn't watch it.
You know how Drake
spoil it.
What do you mean?
I'm not trying to spoil any of the snippets.
You think that it's not a snippet, B? It's a skit.
Oh, it's just a skit.
It's just a skit. It's no music in it or nothing.
Oh, because I know he posted a snippet this week.
Oh, no, that snippet was kind of
I heard. I seen some people kind of like conflicted on that.
Nah, that P&D one.
Like I seen people either loving it or hating it. I think it was the Drake haters that say that they hated it.
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like that one. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it was.
You liked it more than the first snippet?
I think I did. I kind of like the beat more on the other one, but. It was a skit, V. You know how they do that Toronto skit. You know how Drake was in one of their videos at one time.
Yeah.
It was that kind of. He couldn't say I love you or whatever. They be like, man, dog, come on, dog is crazy, man. You know how they be talking.
They only had the two brothers.
Yeah, the two brothers. Yeah, Jay and Trey was in there. Shout out to them, bro. We all around the same age, but I used to watch them a lot in high school.
Yeah, I actually quick tangent before we go. I went on a little wormhole for Dormtainment this weekend.
Bro, tell me why me and my girls talking about Dormtainment this weekend. I said, you remember Dormtainment? She was like, yeah. I was like,
that's because one of the TikTokers, they kind of remade one of their skits, but I guess he didn't credit them. It was like, Dormtainment did this first. And I was like, yo, what is Dormtainment actually doing right now?
I remember they had a podcast. I don't know if they still do.
They're actually trying to start a studio/podcast, and two of the members are thinking about moving to, I think, is it Seattle, Oregon? I don't know.
I know they're in L.A.
Yeah,
I know they're
thinking about moving.
Remember, they supposed to have a show on Comedy Central and everything, bro. They was on their way, man. Then like everybody kind of split up and stuff, and I don't know. But yeah, but no, the skit we was talking about because it was a Brown Pumper skit. You remember they talked when they
I thought you meant For Your Entertainment was on Brown Pumper. I was like, what?
No, it's on Dormtainment. No, you remember that one skit they had about like when a boyfriend always cheat on their girl and like you see Rome in the back just doing this and the girl crying. You don't remember that? Like having a bad boyfriend? Nah, that skit's fire.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, but that's it for the albums dropping this week. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let us know what albums y'all ready for. Please don't be Westside Gun.
Oh, but you killed me for that. You killed me for thinking screaming ransom and money. This is crazy.
Hey, but Wes has more. You know, he has more ties.
Blazers.
You know what I'm saying? And he's the boss, B.
Oh, yeah.
He the one that got Bodie out here working like a slave.
Hey, yo, hurry up so you can get me somebody for my album. But let's go ahead and talk about some of the hip-hop news and current events that we have lined up. I just want to put this because we don't really talk about women that much on this platform. Male-dominant, male-centered. Megan Thee Stallion executive producing a K-pop show, which is an Apple TV exclusive called K-Popped, and it's supposed to be like a K-pop battle show or something like that. So I think it's supposed to be
like a reality show? Oh, actually scripted. It's a scripted show?
No, I think it's one of those things where it's like maybe like two bands go against each other, kind of like that rap, the rap, the one with Chance, the one with Chance the Rapper and Cardi B and all them.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I think it's something like that. But the guy that made Oppa Gangnam Style is supposed to be also executive producing and also hosting as well. But sad piece of news we have: Irv Gotti, founder of Murder Inc., recently passed at the age of 53 or 54
Man,
due
so
to a
young,
stroke.
bro.
And 50 Cent was obviously trolling.
Oh yeah. Bro.
This to me, I don't want to say it like this. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. To me, this was like the most short-lived like death on the timeline because it's like 50 Cent's trolling like overshadowed this.
Yeah, it's just nasty. R.I.P. Irv, bro. You done a lot for hip hop, man. Especially like our childhoods. Yo camp was
DMX,
killing it, bro.
Ja
DMX,
Rule,
Ja Rule,
Ashanti.
Ashanti, bro. They was killing the game.
Yeah.
There's some dope music out there. Shout out to Irv Gotti, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He had a lot of energy. If you ever watch any of his interviews, like especially the old ones or any of some of the current, he had a lot of knowledge. You know, he threw his shots at 50. You know, they had their back and forth.
Yeah, which is why a lot of people like kind of like discredited his death this week.
Yeah, they're just, I don't know, it's just so crazy. I don't know, understand why people like try to pick sides, do things like this. It has nothing to do with them. But yo, shout out to your family, prayers to them and everything. And yo,
Ashanti even made a
even made
well.
it. R.I.P. to Irv Gotti, man.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Irv Gotti. But in lighter news, Jay Dilla is being honored with his own street and with his own day in Detroit.
Yeah,
so shout out to Jay Dilla, the GOAT producer.
This was dope, man. I actually have this. I'm finna buy two Jay Dilla merch. Freaking what company? They actually did a collaboration with Jay Dilla family, and they put out some stuff. I forgot the name of the freaking company, but I got it in my bookmark somewhere on my phone. But anyways, shout out to Jay Dilla, man. Jay Dilla Day, February 7th, which is dope, and he has his own street. That's dope, man. At the RIP, 19 years, man, and he still have, getting honored and stuff like that.
Getting shown so much love.
Shown so much love, bro.
Yeah, because a lot of our legends, they pass, and sometimes they're not honored with nothing.
Yeah. There's one thing about his family, man. They continue to keep him, being honored, bro. I love it.
Yeah.
Shout out Jay Dilla, man.
I think a lot of his contemporaries also try to keep him alive
of course,
as well.
always.
I mean, Common did with the auditorium last year. We talked about him.
Yeah.
So yeah, and he talks about him often.
Oh
He
yeah,
does do interviews,
bro.
so.
Jay Dilla, man. He influenced them guys so much because like they knew they had a freaking. When it comes to like.
I mean, Common lived with Jay Dilla.
Yeah. When it comes to like them seeing what this dude was doing, bro, is insane. Like I love listening to Questlove talk about like his Dilla stories. Be crazy. It be feel like bro, this did not happen. You put some sauce on this, but
Of course, but you gotta make it sound good.
Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story. Be never.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. And last piece of news we have Kendrick Lamar and South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone set to release their musical comedy movie on July 4th. It's supposed to be about how this interracial couple is together and the black boyfriend finds out that his white girlfriend's ancestors own his family.
This animated, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Is it gonna be South Park style?
I don't know yet.
That's what I'm.
They haven't released anything about this.
Yeah.
Besides
But
what
July
they're
is
filming.
super soon.
Yeah, with no trailer, with no poster. And Kendrick Lamar hasn't even been going around promoting it either. He's been so busy. He's going to be on tour by the time this comes out, I think. Or going on tour a little bit after.
Yeah, and they just announced that they're gonna be in UK as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro, they're gonna be in UK.
Was that their special announcement?
I guess so. They're gonna have like 9 to 10 dates, if I'm not mistaken.
But yeah, I haven't seen nothing about this. I know a lot of you guys, hip hop fans that, actually don't support the music or anything like that. Y'all will fail this one. The South Park supporters will, be behind this.
Yeah.
I'm going to go see this. I want to support
try.
Kendrick, and I want to see what the South Park creators could create as well. And I want to see if Kendrick actually has a role in this.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. We're gonna see. I know they gonna put their voice on here.
Yeah.
They gonna be wild.
I want to see if they got any of the members from South Park, like any of the cast members, to be on here as well.
I'm pretty sure they do.
I need that card
because I know they
somewhere.
work closely with. They actually, they do a lot of their own voices and stuff as well.
No, I did not know.
Yeah, they don't be playing, girl. They don't be playing. Them my guys.
I'm gonna go watch the movie when it comes out in theaters. And July 4th, Kendrick, no Juneteenth. So yeah. That's about it for hip hop news and current events. Very light, especially with the Super Bowl happening. Everybody's trying to get out the way of that.
Yeah, 50-50 on the timeline on that joint. We're going to talk about it.
Yeah. But let's go ahead and get into the music section of the show where we actually talk about the music around here. Let's start off with Larry June, 2 Chainz, and Alchemist, because I feel like that's the shorter one out of everything, besides the Super Bowl, obviously, which we can end it off with. Larry June's 2 Chainz, and the Alchemist, Life is Beautiful. These 3 came out with an album together. I believe it was around 30-something minutes. Less than 12 tracks.
I think it's 11 tracks.
Yeah. And I will say that this is the collaboration that I did not expect to see, especially when they came out with that one song, even though I've seen a lot of people mix when that one song, I believe
37 minutes.
what's the song called?
What are you talking about?
Bad Choices. When that song first came out.
Good girls that make bad choices.
Yeah, people was like, ooh, like I don't know about this one. And everybody keeps calling this a Larry June tape. Well, I'm just like, 2 Chainz is on this too, right? And for me, I'm like, 2 Chainz kind of showed out on here. For me, I'm a huge 2 Chainz fan, so to see him like on some Alchemist production on a whole project, and him with Larry June, which to me, these two on the opposite spectrums of like energy levels. 2 Chainz is very high energy. Larry June is very chill.
Hey, good morning, big ass niggas.
Good job, Larry.
Good job, man. Hey, baby, could you please bring me that orange juice? Thank you.
And when it comes to 2 Chainz, know, the way that he has his cadences and his flows and things like that, the way he's so bombastic on the beat, rapping wise. I'm not gonna lie, this is the one time where, last year I went through an Alchemist like burnout because I listened to so much stuff produced by Alchemist. With this project right here, I'm not gonna say it sounds like heaven, like someone said this weekend. Which when I said they was gassing, they were like, I wasn't gassing it.
Shout out Jay-Z, man. Yeah. Shout out JG, bro.
It was a little bit sensitive on the TL. I said, hey,
light skin, B.
Yeah, but I said you gassing it. But go ahead.
Yeah.
But you gassing it though. You said it sounded like heaven. Like this sounds good, but it don't sound like heaven.
What I tell you?
People don't listen to music. I keep forgetting that.
On Fridays, they act like they never heard it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what is this?
I'm just like, dude, I'm like, it's cool to say that sounds good. It don't sound like heaven.
Yeah.
My people are not just a fantasy sounds like heaven. Mixed with hell.
Sound like hell.
Yeah, mixed with hell. But going into this album, Life is Beautiful. I really enjoyed 2 Chainz's performance on this project.
Yeah, I like Chainz.
I like this project overall. I will say the dull parts for me on this album has to be from Larry June. To me, Larry June does his thing, but the production choices that Alchemist gave for them, I feel like they fit 2 Chainz a lot more than they did Larry June. I felt like 2 Chainz was going into a bit more Larry June's world and like his area. But Larry June, sometimes when he stepped out of his comfort zone to kind of like match 2 Chainz, I'm just like,
you felt that?
What?
I didn't even feel that.
The way, because sometimes Larry June can be like super chill, and then there's sometimes where he tried to rap a little bit more high energy, and I'm like, say baby, no. I'm just like, it feels like you kind of like forcing it right now, but I'm like,
why do you do that on here on? You gotta listen to older Larry June. He was way more.
Maybe because my favorite project from Larry June is the one with him hanging out the car door.
Yeah, if you listen to like 2015 Larry June, 2014. Man, I remember listening to Larry June crazy when Ferguson was burning down.
Well, Jesus.
That came out wild.
It did. But my first Larry June project was The Great Escape.
Okay, yeah.
So, I've heard about him a little bit before, but I was really never into him. And so going into Life is Beautiful.
Bean.
But there was some points on here where, I was just like, oh, Larry June kind of sounds like, it sounded a bit forced because there's some pockets where, like Larry is really comfortable in. And he shines really nicely in those pockets. But then there's some pockets where he was getting into kind of like match 2 Chainz' hype energy. And I'm just like, I personally don't like it. I don't like the way
tracks. I didn't get that.
See, I got to remember the tracks. But if I listen to him, it might have been Generation, the way that he was flown on there. That might be like my best example, the way he was flown on there. Like 2 Chainz was
I think you
perfect
had to get on that in that pocket on that.
No, that's what I'm saying. You had to match the energy, but it just didn't sound right to me. Compared to what I'm used to, because for me, and the best, my favorite project from Larry June is A Night Shift. That's what it was. To me, perfect project. 10 out of 10. To me, the best thing I've heard from Larry June so far, right? And I heard his Doing It For Me project, which I thought was stereotypical Larry June. To me, this felt like it was sometimes he was coming out of his element to match 2 Chainz at times, but it wasn't unbearable. For me, some of my favorite songs, LLC. Bad Choices. I know people was mixed on that one. I really enjoyed that.
I got my LLC in my wifey name.
Yeah, what is that about I put all my houses under LLC. I like Generation. Oh my god,
that beat.
2 Chainz. I didn't know Alchemist was gonna get busy like that on that production though.
It gave me like an old school vibe.
To me, it gave me 2 Chainz back in Pretty Girls Love Trap Music. It gave me those vibes back then. I don't know what it was, but that beat right there, that was like my favorite thing.
And that's when I text you, right?
Yeah, you literally text me right when the bass dropped on that.
I was like, yo,
we the generation got the kids hooked on the dirty spray. I'm like, hard. But some songs I do like. I like the organics. I like John Prove. I like the way that Larry June's getting his melodic back. I'm like, come on, bro. Like,
you don't like Colossal?
Which one was that one?
Colossal.
I think I like that one.
Everything
the Munyon one started really slow, but to me it set the mood for
I like Munyon.
No, I'm saying it started off slow, but it set the mood though for the project.
It set the scene.
So, after subsequent listens, I was like, all right, I'm getting actually warmed up because at first when I listened to it, I'm like, all right, this is kind of slow. Like, to me, I'm just like, yo, how's 2 Chainz gonna fit on this? But as I went through the project itself, I'm like, oh, 2 Chainz is like flowing on here. And I said on Twitter before I listened to the project, please don't let this be another Fetty with Freddie Gibbs and Currency. Please, God, because I don't want to say it like this. I love that project, but Freddie Gibbs was washing Currency up.
He was not.
He was washing him up on there. I'm like,
bro's big. Oh, he's rapping faster, so he's washing him. That was not it.
And he was giving a better rap performance as well. The pen was way more fire.
Bro. You're biased, bro.
Freddie Gibbs wasn't out rapping Currency.
No, not in my no.
Please.
No.
Please. No. Currency had his moments, but he wasn't matching Freddie Gibbs.
Currency does Currency. Just because our Currency do Currency and Freddie does Freddie, don't mean he's watching him. You just like Freddie more. That's all you got to say.
Freddie was watching him up and down on Freddie. But going into this project right here, I'm just like, yo, 2 Chainz, he like, I honestly thought Larry June was going to be the one to carry this for me because I'm just like, 2 Chainz over Alchemist production? I think 2 Chainz is already a really good rapper as is.
You do?
But, yes, stop that. See, we've had this conversation before on here. Stop that.
Why, bro?
See
y'all be overhyping 2 Chainz, bro.
I say he's really good. I didn't say he was the greatest.
You say he's really good. You better take that really off.
No, I'm in fact really, really good.
Oh, good. You better take that really off, bro.
Look, 2 Chainz, really good rapper.
He's more funny.
But he has a lot of character to him, though.
Yeah,
that's what adds to his charisma on these tracks. I'm not gonna lie. And 2 Chainz, like I said, he came into more of Larry June's world in this project right here for me. I really enjoyed it, B. Would I say this is my favorite project of the year? Rap wise, yes.
So
because
far,
not much has come out. But overall, I feel like this was a really solid body of work. B, how do you feel?
I enjoyed this. I played this, I don't know what, I played this by 7 times because it's so smooth, short, and you just play it. Like my girl, she even liked it. She was like, I think I like it because she like Larry June. If I play Larry June, like she rocks with Larry June. So my only thing is about this, like you speaking about Larry June, I felt like he was too comfortable on here. This was just his world. And bringing 2 Chainz in his world more of a standout because you're not used to him being on this type of production. Actually, collaboration with, Larry June and The Alchemist. So it's like really more attention on him. And when it comes to 2 Chainz, yes, to me, he's not the best rapper, but he is funny. He's always been funny to me.
I'd never say he was the best. I'm just letting that
he's not,
right
and
now.
he's not, to me, he's not a really good rapper. He's a good rapper. You know what I mean? Like, he's listenable. So, like, he has some stuff on here that just make me laugh. What do you say? I put on ownership. You know what I'm saying? That's ownership or whatever.
This is ownership.
You know what I'm saying? He just did that flip. And he was talking about he misses, like, 2 X's, like, Mexico, whatever.
He said, I miss my ex, like
Mexico. Yeah, that's what he said. Like, bro, like, he is hilarious. Like, you can laugh at 2 Chainz. And he sounded really good on this production, especially on, like you said, on Generation. I love that. That beat was so dope. I love him on Colossal. Like, he has way more character that stands out. And I feel like Larry June was in his pocket. Like, this is just Larry June being Larry June. But I feel like 2 Chainz carried this. I'll be honest. Like, he was the standout
on Twitter. You saw me say that on Twitter.
Yeah, he stood out on this. And to me, I think this is a really good, solid project, bro. Right now, it probably is one of the best releases so far in the first quarter of this year. Like you said, hip-hop wise, not much has came out, but I really liked it, bro. Yeah. It's just something that's going to stay in rotation. Like the albums I really been playing a lot is this album, and I still been playing The Weeknd, like that. I play that run. Bro, Take Me Back to LA is getting played every day. But this is about Larry June and 2 Chainz though. Yeah, Mayan was dope. It set the tone to me. Colossal was dope. It's no song on here I don't like. Like
Same.
I could just play the whole joint.
Same.
Like
I had no
11
problem
tracks,
playing
37
this.
minutes. It was perfect. Like, bro, when I played it the first time, I was like, run it back. I just ran it back. It didn't feel like a chore to listen to or nothing like that. 'Cause, you know, sometimes we review an album, you be like, oh, you listen to it, you're like, man, I don't even think I like this. And then you like, man, I gotta listen to it again.
Yeah.
This didn't feel like that. It was a really easy listen. I got some laughs and I got some funny bars from 2 Chainz, and I just got Larry June. Only thing I say he felt too comfortable in here, and it like wasn't like a standout to me. But putting 2 Chainz in a different world, I think it brought more to the project, and I think it was a really smart deal to put 2 Chainz and Larry June together.
And this is like an unlikely team up.
Yeah,
like this, like when you put this on paper, you would think that this has never happened.
But like doing it, it's like, oh, this is not bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah.
Like it was executed in a way where I was like, this actually works.
Facts.
Like I was so scared for this to sound like, for me, especially when it comes to 2 Chainz, I felt like 2 Chainz was going to be the make or break point on this album. I'm just like, you doing this with someone else, he could just sound really off on this production. Yeah. But for me, like I said, he was my favorite part of the album. Because
sometimes 2 Chainz, when he could be on a beat, and sometimes it feel like, bro, like this beat is here, bro. Like you're way over here, and it just, to me, it doesn't mesh well. But I know that was a thing of like what kind of made 2 Chainz stand out in this early times, but I feel like it kind of ran out at like, you know, in the middle of his run he had. I'm like, this don't hit the same.
I think it's because of the production that Alchemist really gives. Like 2 Chainz, you have to have room for certain points of the beat to actually breathe. Back then, he would kind of like do the run-on bars.
And 2 Chainz used to always be on his player stuff too. And like Alchemist giving you these type of production, you can kind of get that off. Like 2 Chainz saying, "Man, I had the rims before I had the car." You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, it sounded smooth.
It sounded smooth. Like he's like, you know, he be wilding, bro.
And
like,
you know, he wasn't as like, I don't want to say a clown, but he wasn't as high energy towards like, all right, 2 Chainz, you doing the most.
He had to
right
mellow
now.
it down, like mostly like tonally wise, but he still was 2 Chainz on this. So yeah, I like this, bro. This is something that's still in rotation. Like it can't. Hey, I played this. Usually when I review a project, I'm at least giving it at least 3 listens. Like I gave this like 5 or 6, maybe a little more.
I listen to this every day since it came out.
Yeah, I just been playing it.
Yeah, this is one of those projects I was like, dang, I have no problem.
We played it twice yesterday because you know. We drove out here to get the food and we listened to it on our way back.
Oh yeah, that's definitely 30.
Yeah. So
yeah, I enjoyed this project. I like the cover. I like the tracks, and it wasn't too long. It didn't overstay its welcome. So that's the best part. So yeah, I just think that this was done on all cylinders. This doesn't have anything to where like there are going to be better projects that come out later this year, but this is a really solid body of work. I don't want to take that away, but I will say this is one of those projects that, if a really great 10 albums come out, this will get pushed out of my top 10.
Oh, most definitely.
I don't want to make it sound disrespectful like that.
Yeah, but it's one of those albums that's like, okay, I'm not saying y'all wasn't trying to put out y'all best work, but you just know that like, oh,
this wasn't supposed to be a game changer.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But it was cool. It was like we in the studio, we catching the vibe right now.
Yeah.
Trying to run back 7 more.
Yeah.
But shoot, all right. But yeah. Overall, let us know what y'all think about Lyfe is Beautiful by Larry June, 2 Chainz, and The Alchemist. I thought that The Alchemist really did a good job with lacing these beats though too. I keep like forgetting to mention him. Like I feel like I gotta keep mentioning him because like I said last year I had that little burnout. This right here, I'm just like, dang, Alchemist, you really lacing them with the beats on this.
Ow.
Yeah. But yeah, let us know what y'all think about Lyfe is Beautiful down in the comment section down below. Now let's get on to another album that I was put on to by Dom.
Yeah.
But you knew about this guy. You were supposed to bring him up in the What We've Been Jamming section before, but you just didn't.
I wanted more time with this album.
Yeah, and you wanted to give him a bit more respect.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and talk about Ghais
Guevara.
All right, I'm sorry for saying your name wrong. Goyard Ibn. He says it on the first track. Syed. Yeah, that's what it is. Ibn Syed. Yeah. B, go ahead, give us your history with this guy because I know nothing about him.
So Ghais is, you know, he's like a, I want to say socialist, but communist type of rapper. He's like one of those, you can tell that he's been out there in the streets. I don't know if he was protesting and things like that, but especially he got a lot of praise from his earlier works. Like they came out like in the early 2020s, I think 2021 and 22. But 2022, I found out about him from a freaking, what's his name? Anthony Fantano. Anthony Fantano actually reviewed one of his projects. Was it the No More Super Slaves? He reviewed that, right? But I didn't listen to him, right? Tell me why. I was listening to a Potty Mouth episode like months ago, and I heard them say his name, and I'm like, he is from Philly. I didn't know they knew this guy. They actually have a relationship with him. Like, they actually know him. So I was like, dang, I know this kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, let me go actually, because I never really listened to his music though. I had like a few songs that was in my library from him that I liked before, like that popped
That
up.
probably
You know,
came
doing
up in the Spotify algorithm. and all that.
yeah. So when I was hearing that this was coming out, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give this a listen. So while I did that, I listened to some of his older stuff just to like get familiar with him and everything. And he goes by Goyard is like his it's like one of his aliases.
Oh.
So Goyard is one of his aliases. And then you see how this is presented as like a play. So Ibn Said is actually a slave. Omar Said, Ibn Said, he was a slave that, you know, he was in America and he actually did like he had his own book and everything like that. So the whole concept of this album is Goyard is like, oh, they put me into this new world of music, and he's like telling the story through a rapper perspective. Like him getting into the game. That's why he had the whole CB4 skit of like, do you do this? Do you glorify women?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
we
like,
do
do
this.
you respect ourselves?
Yeah, and like stuff like that. So if you listen to it, like when I listened to this album, I didn't understand none of that. Come listen to it, and I'm trying to understand. That's why I want to talk about it. Cause I'm like, I feel like I'm not getting the full concept of this album, so I didn't want to talk about it and like not give like a genuine response of like actually really. I don't know. I
think you would have been given a genuine response based off of how many times you listened to it.
Yeah, but I only listened to it once at that time, and I didn't want to talk because I'm like, it's something more to this album that I'm not getting.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to listen to it. I mean, that's why I didn't want to talk about it.
At that time.
Yeah, at the time. But now that I have more listens, and then we got to review it, I had to do a little, some more research because I actually know about the slave, but I didn't put it together.
I didn't know about the slave.
Yeah, I knew about because I went through my whole pro-black phase in my time. You know, I'm 30 soon to be 31 now. You know, when I was young 20s and early teens, I was a revolutionary, communist, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, you get a little corrupted as you get a little older and life hits you. You know what I'm saying? But as I listen to this project, I don't know. Do you want to discuss how you feel about it first before I get into my thoughts about it?
For me,
because did you have the context I'm telling you when you listen to this?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
I'm
bet.
just now getting this context. I'm more so from the ignorant perspective.
Okay, bet. So
the only context I had was when Dom gave me a bit of context.
So what did he tell you about this guy?
I actually got to pull it up.
You got to pull it up. You can't do a little synopsis, a little summary.
No, because I have a very bad memory. You know that. He just hit me up about it.
Yeah.
You know, he was like, "Yo, like, check him out." I was like, you know, I didn't ask him because I was gonna be like, okay, if Don told me to check him out, I'll check him out.
Yeah.
I had no problem with that. And then, you know, he told me, you know, he got a little underground fan base and stuff like that. Just, you know, just watch out for certain people. And I'm like, but me, I'm just like, F them. Yeah. not you. I'm talking about certain people.
Yeah.
And so, you know, the only context I have was, you know, Don just saying, yo, check out my guy. He's from the underground. Pretty good raps.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool. And so, you know, usually I do the thumbnails and stuff for the channel. And as I was looking up your album cover, because I got to download it, put it on a thumbnail and things like that, you know, I saw a whole bunch of reviews, and they wasn't from, like, you know...
Skinfold.
Yeah. And so I'm just like, But this is after I've already listened to the music.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm like, especially when I listen to the music, and I'm going to go ahead and go on with my first impressions of the album when I first heard it. Introduction to Act 1, you know, they're going to go see a play, as you said. The guy at the beginning intros it, which I do want to say shout out to you for having an intro at the Super Bowl also. His intro was at the beginning of the Super Bowl performance for Kendrick Lamar's halftime show. But, you know, going into the song, I'm like, all right, I hear the choir. I'm thinking I'm about to get some lyrical, spiritual miracle raps. And I'm just like, I'm not saying it's you. Sometimes some rappers do that in the underground, and they like to over-rap beats that they own. I'm just like, can you make a good song and rap well? You did that for me. I'm like, all right, this feels epic. The way that you opened the album after having this play for the intro, it was epic. But I was like, okay, what is this play for? What are you setting the tone for exactly? And so, you know, the old guard is dead, which is to me is a pretty bold statement for someone to say. And so I was like, all right, let me get the Leprosy, 3400. You know, this is to me the more poppy side of the album itself. And, you know, I'm just so surprised. I'm like, yo, I'm really liking all the production here. I'm like...
I think he produced all this too.
Which is very phenomenal if he did. And so, you know, I'm over here, I'm bumping, I'm jamming. I'm like, all right, cool. I wish you would have had the lyrics on Spotify. I don't know if you handle that.
On Apple.
F you. But yeah, I wish you had the lyrics on there because sometimes I like to let the lyrics play as I listen to it. But, you know, it's whatever. You know, going through some of these tracks, I'm like, all right, cool. But then we get to introduction 2. And I liked the first half before that. And I saw Act 2 and I'm like, oh, so this is really like a play because you had different acts happening in here. And so... I'm like, okay, so the tone is about to change. I'm like, but there's no act 3. So where's the finale? So that's what really got me when I was looking at the actual project. I also want to say that the Pharaoh dude on here, he sounds like JPEG Mafia. That song gave me heavy JPEG Mafia vibes. But going through here, act 2, I saw your boy Lucid on here.
Hey.
From Arm & Hammer.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And so I'm just like, okay. This must be the part where you about to be rapping or something, because you got a Lucid on here. No offense, I can't imagine him on one of them poppier beats you had on earlier. I'm not gonna lie, the first time I heard it, I'm like, all right, that's cool. I just didn't like a Lucid.
Yeah.
Then the more I heard it, I'm like, I don't like the production. I don't like the song. I'm not saying that no one's not rapping well. To me, a Lucid takes away from that, because I did not like the way he was performing on that song. I did not like it was flow. It reminded me of A-Hype. I'm sorry, B. I'm sorry. It reminded me of A-Hype. I know it's very disrespectful. I'm sorry. That's what the flow reminded me of. So I'm like, all right. That's after subsequent listens. So I'm like, all right. Because every time I listen to this album, I knew after Act 2 that was going to come up, and I'm like, I'm tired of that song. It went to 4L. I'm cool.
For life.
And then we get the apple that scarcely fell. I liked that on the first listen, off my initial listen, because you're surprised with everything on your initial listen. After subsequent listens, I felt like this was such a vampire type, Castlevania song, that I was just like, I'm not really liking this anymore. And it just I didn't like I didn't like the production on there anymore. And I'm just like, he's rapping on there, because this whole section, this whole little after Act 2, to me, this is his best rapping performance in terms of him really getting in the pocket. Yeah. The first act was fun, but this right here, I'm like, all right, this is where you really getting into your rapping right here. And I liked what he was rapping about. I believe this is the one where he was telling the story, specifically actually telling a story. And I was like, all right, this is cool. I like the content. I just don't like the instrumental behind it. So that's what threw me off for the rest of my few listens after that. But then after that, Branded, critical acclaim, and probably my favorite song right after that, Shaitan's Spiderweb.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. I'm like, that's a strong way to end the album off, because this is what you ended the album off with. He ended the album, but to me he ended the album off because the guy kind of outros at the end of the song.
I'm about to say, you didn't listen to You Can't Skip the Part?
No, I did listen to that, because that felt like more of a bonus track. Yeah. He was like, oh, y'all could skip this, this is for the white crackers and cop crackers. He
was rapping, bro.
Yeah, he was rapping, but to me this felt like
more of an ending.
Yeah, to me that felt like the outro track, because that's when the guy comes in. He's like, yo, that's the finale. This is it, yo, and then he's like, yo, you can skip this part. So I'm rapping for the crackers that be cracking on, whatever he said here. I was like, dang, I'm like, I really like this song too. I'm like, this little run at the end was really solid. Overall, to me, off of first listen, I was like, wow, I like the way that you sequence this album. I like the way it sounds sonically. The first part, it definitely had the high energy. The second part, it definitely kind of slowed down, but I believe it was meant to be doing that. But also it had its hype tracks in there as well. But I think the rapping performances on the second half and the rapping itself was better on the second half itself. But I really did enjoy the songs in the first half of this. But overall, listening to it multiple times, I didn't have a problem with it. I was kind of going in there with a bit of hesitation at first, with 60 songs in 53 minutes. I'm like, oh. I'm like, am I going to feel that 53 minutes? Pause. But, going into this, I'm just like, you know what? I actually really enjoyed this. I had a fun time with it. I don't know all the context like you said on there. And I could definitely tell there was definitely a shift in terms of subject matter when it comes to the second half of the actual album itself. And I'm like, huh. And that second half to me was the part where I had to really lock in with. Yeah. Because the first half, he was flowing, he was rapping really well. But the second half, it wasn't as bouncy or energetic production-wise, so I'm just like, okay, I gotta focus on the lyrics more. So I gotta hear what you're saying more. Overall, I really enjoyed this project, though, off of subsequent listens after it. The only two songs I skip, really, is Bystander Effect and The Apple That Scarcely Fell. Yeah. But they're not bad songs. They just, instrumental choices. Yeah. They just wasn't for me. Yeah. But rapping performances, especially at Lucid, he was doing his thing on there. I just don't like that flow.
That's how Lucid raps, man.
Yeah. I guess I just like him more on the Alchemist production. Yeah. He's on with Arm & Hammer.
But yeah, just to piggyback off UB, I really enjoyed this, man. As I got more listens to it and I sat with this album for the last 2 weeks, I really enjoyed it. Actually getting the context and me following it without doing a little more research and actually putting stuff that was right in my face together. I was understanding okay, from the beginning of it, the act 1 is more of the coming into the game, it's triumph, right? It's more epic. He's going into it, so it's he on a high, you know what I'm saying? And then you get to act 2 and it's the fall. That's why it was more down. So the concept I guess he used from here, I could tell that he want to use, because like he has another project I listened to before this came out, was the Goyard, was it Goyard Returns or something like that? It's more upbeat.
Goyard Coming?
Yeah, it's more like the trappy Goyard, like more elements into it. And him also being labeled as like, oh, this underground guy. This was a way for him to show people that I can do both. So he just want to use a concept of putting both of them together. So you have the like more like, I say mainstreamish trappy sound in the beginning, like, oh, I can actually make songs and I can dumb it down to like actually show you I can rap as well, but I'm gonna do it in this way. So you know what I mean? So that's how it flowed like that. That's why you had the act 1 and act 2. Like you said, it was no really resolution though, right? But overall I really enjoyed it. I just think that I don't think on his next project will he continue to have this formula of like mixing his two sounds together of like, oh, I'm gonna show you I can do this, and I can show you I can do this on here. I think he just now needs to just, I don't know, get into like, bro, make what you want to make, bro. Like you don't have to prove to nobody, because I feel like when it comes to this story, like when it's the concept, like I think you probably have to do a better job of like actually letting people understand the concept. Like
I think in order for him to do that, he will have to like add more interludes or acts.
That's what either the acts are like, I don't know if he wanted to intentionally do that, because I think I had to hear from him to actually understand that concept. Like I was getting like, okay, the whole record label thing, I was following
It
that
makes
from the
sense in
skits.
context from what you're telling me.
Yeah, but I'm saying I couldn't understand it.
You can pick it up from the album.
You know what I'm saying? Even though some of the stuff was in my face, and I'm like, okay, I'm trying to pick it up. But like rapping, song creating on here, beat selection, or like you actually produce some of the stuff, it was really dope, man. Like I wasn't a big fan of like the features and stuff like that, unless it was a Lucid and McKinley Dixon. I really like both of them guys, of course, especially Lucid. Yeah. And I think you're a really good rapper, man. I just wish, I don't know, I just wish the concept was a little bit
more.
What's the word? I want to say
more
linear.
in your face?
Yeah, not more in my face, but kind of like, not like fed to me, but in a way, kind of like give me some little nuggets.
More
of getting it.
breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
Because right now, I don't want to say it was a loose concept.
Yeah.
Like when you get the context and someone tells you,
yeah,
of course. But that's like listening to because of the internet, you don't know about it being a script or anything like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I like, yes, I went into this, I know it's a play. Blase blah, but I didn't put the Ami and Saeed. I don't know why I didn't put that together when I know about Omar.
I don't know that.
Yeah, I didn't even put it together. But if I put it together, I'm still not thinking about, okay, he's a musician going into this new world, into music, like being a slave and coming over here to America from West Africa.
See, the only thing that really kind of ties that type of stuff in is like you can skip this part. To me, that kind of like encompasses that theme of what you're talking about.
How you get that from there?
Because he says, I'm rapping for the crackers and the crackers be the crackers. I can't say whatever he said because I don't remember the lyrics.
He was just basically saying like the rappers that perform for the, that's performing, it's like, it's a whole cycle, like how everything is. So you got that because of, what do you mean?
He says it on that song. Like I said, I don't remember the lyrics well. But because of you saying that, to me it helps tie that in what he was saying on the song. You can skip this part. You can skip this.
I can go to the lyrics. I don't know that part. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing that. I didn't get that from that song.
Let me see. He says, and I'm dancing for these crackers while I call these crackers.
Yeah. I'm saying, how did that get you from?
What did you say again?
I want to make sure. I'm talking about how do I know that him being Goyard Ibn Saeed is getting put into a world and being this character as a rapper? Like, how do I get that from this?
Because one, he's in a play, and it says, I'm dancing for these. He's performing for the white people because most of the time when it comes to people listening to hip hop, the biggest audience, based off of what we know, is white people. And I'm dancing for these crackers while I call these Negroes crackers. He says the people that I'm entertaining, that I'm like here to actually like rap for, I'm calling them like a racial slur to their name. Like he's like, I'm very aware of like who I'm doing this, who's my audience right here.
I understand that, but I'm saying,
he says I'm dabbing up the rappers that's subservient to the crackers.
Yeah. I'm saying I understand that part, but I'm saying it didn't get me into like the story of it all. Of the play. I didn't follow the story well.
No, I'm saying now that you gave me this context,
that's how you put that together.
I can see why.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Like that's what I'm saying. This song makes sense for all that stuff because he says you can skip this part. So maybe it's like, okay, if you got the story, then you don't really need this song because I'm basically tying it up right here. Yeah. But I didn't get that. I thought this was like a bonus track because that's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
To me. Yeah. And this is a show that, we said it at the beginning of it. We're just two guys who pick up a camera
Hey,
I don't feel like you always have to do your research when listening to an album. It's great to do it,
I
but
just
you
knew
shouldn't
I
have
was-
to in turn to listen.
I listened to
it
this
and
album.
enjoying it.
I listened to it like before we was gonna review it. At that point, I listened to it at least two times or three times, and I just like I like it, but I don't understand it. And I knew he was going for something. And usually, I don't like to like go look and see what the artist was trying to do.
Yeah, because I feel like that you kind of rewire how I think about
Yeah.
it now. It's like watching the movie and then you get the director's input. You like, oh, so that scene really has symbolism.
I actually
in
like
that.
to get the concept myself, but I was liking the album. I just didn't understand it.
Yeah.
And like, but I could tell like even from listening to some of his past stuff, like this kid is smart. Like he's a smart dude. You know what I'm saying? He's no dummy. Especially like some of the topics he you know he was bringing up. Especially that end song of him just rapping like that on freaking You Can't Skip That. That's what was rapping. Especially the Apple that song. I could not follow them on some stuff because I'm trying to think about like what are they actually talking about. I'm like, are they having different stories, telling different stories of like when they come to a demise or something like that. That's what I was trying to follow. Like I understand that like, you're like, oh, I kind of like this, but then when you start listening to it more, it's not something that you could just repeat and keep listening to. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. He gives me like when he get into his Act 2 part, it's just like he was like lyric heavy on that. Like he wanted to show you that I'm really a rapper, bro. I can rap.
I know you said that he doesn't need to do this again.
Yeah.
I think this is a perfect project for someone like me to get me in. It's like the gateway drug thing or the gateway
Because
thing.
you know,
Like you gotta ease me in. Like like you attract more flies with honey than you do vinegar.
Yeah.
And so if you would have gave me that first stuff at the beginning, I would have been like, oh, this is kind of a drag. But you gave me the sweets first, and I'm like, oh, I love this.
It's like
I
putting the
love this
medicine
stuff.
in the candy.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, okay, you see what I can do right here. Stick with me and let's go to Act 2. And I'm like, okay, I'm surprised that you. My thing is, it more so surprised me. I kind of saw it coming, but I was like, okay, where's the lyrically done stuff? And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
Well, I get.
I'm
that
not
he's
saying I'm
lyrically-
saying on his next project now that he showed you he gave his concept of like, oh look, I can do both. I think he's gonna go probably into different ways of like I can actually just create the music I want to create.
Yeah.
Like
So do you
it's
feel like
kinda
this is
getting
his normal style? Is what you're saying?
because I know if you go back to his past projects, he has just stuff that's like just him on his trappy type stuff, him having like little samples and things like that. Like he goes into different styles of production. But you know how sometimes you have a fan base and they try to pigeonhole you to this. But I think he's like, yo, I'm actually now trying to I'm trying to hype up, like, bro, I'm on a Super Bowl intro. Like I'm trying to do something with my career. And I think that he even gave you more of the hype stuff.
So what do you think he's being pigeonholed into? The more lyrical stuff?
I think he could get into that. The people that found him from like him rapping about like not being a super slave, this communist stuff, and talking about geopolitics and all this type of stuff. You could get an audience that really love that really heavy political type music, and he probably don't want to make that stuff because sometimes, bro, you don't want to be in that bag all the time because you could come off as pretentious. You know what I mean? You got rappers that kind of like when they rap like that. Lupe.
I'm saying you could come off like a Lupe Fiasco.
Oh,
it's like,
no,
you're
Lupe come off like that off freaking mic. To me,
well, oh yeah,
because he know he made
But
the
I'm
song
saying-
dumb it down. And
But
all that.
I'm saying with earlier Lupe, he had the jams too.
Yeah.
Now he don't really got the jams like that.
I thought you were talking about how he be talking.
No,
but
I'm
now,
talking about like now how he's looked at like,
Yeah.
it's Lupe. He gonna be saying something over my head.
yeah,
now.
that's what I'm saying. I could tell that like he wants to like actually, he kind of service to
fan
crowds.
bases,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like I'm for to grab some new people, and I'm gonna actually have something for my people. That like me, that's rocking with me. So that's why, like, Michael Lundy, who sent me something? I gotta read that. But yeah, that I don't know.
I thought you saw something.
Nah.
You scared me.
So that's why I'm trying to think about like his next project. Like, bro, I just think, bro, just make your thing, man. Just do you, because I think you have it. Like from this, you showed the potential of like you can do other things. And me going back and listening to some of your other stuff, I can understand how you get that really fan base like, oh yeah, he's this and that. I'm pretty sure some people are like, oh man, I can't believe he was on the halftime show. Like his little intro, like they'll get upset about that. Like, oh, he's finna sell out and stuff. You know how these kids be, bro. And he's a younger guy. He's younger than us, bro. Like I think he like 23 or something like that, 24. He younger, so. He probably want to get lit, bro.
He wanna branch out.
Yeah, he want to branch out.
He wanna have fun.
So that's why I got from this, like, because I told you I listened to some of his other stuff.
Yeah, I'm completely new to you. Like this is my first project from you. This is the first time I'm hearing of you.
Yeah. So, because like when I heard listen to like Anthony Fantano, and then also I have homies that's in my Discord that's really love that you know, the geopolitics and
Revolutionary
all that
rap,
revolution
as
stuff. And I'm
my
like,
boy
bro,
says.
I'm like, you white ass, but you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all really
They like the
this?
black people that love to rebel.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, come on, man, they be wilding. But nah, overall, bro, like, I'm not a super analytical guy when it comes to like breaking down samples and like some of the stuff
Chord
you said,
progressions.
chord progressions, I guess. But overall, I really think you put out a really good project, man. I just think the concept to me wasn't as I guess it was too free. Like saying, you know.
I think the interlude, if he would have had more interludes and tied it together a bit,
Yeah,
I
but I think he was trying it with the like movie skits and stuff, because that's what that helped me follow. Like, okay, I know he's a rapper. He's talking about the industry. Like, that's what I got.
Yeah, because at first I'm just like, I don't want to say like this. When you do raccoon sounding music, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then you like, do you respect anything around here? And I'm just like,
Yeah.
So you're self aware. I'm like, so what's happening right now?
And then
On
at
my
the
first
end with the
listen.
Dave Chappelle interview,
Yeah.
especially with the whole black face and then the N
And
word.
then the person was laughing a bit too hard.
Yeah,
Didn't
he's
know
like,
whether
man,
to fire them or not.
it's
Like, you laughing at me, not with
yeah,
me.
it's one of those type of things. But I don't know. I think this kid's really talented, man. I'm gonna continue to watch his growth in the industry, bro. So hey, you got a fan, man. I'm gonna watch you, bro. I really, you got some good raps in here, and I like your trappy stuff, bro. Because sometimes you wanna branch out, bro. Get a little free, have a little fun.
Have fun.
Yeah, bro. So
Yeah, overall, I liked it.
I liked it, bro.
I think this is a good introductory project for someone who isn't familiar with you and you want to grab some people. Because like I said, that intro, it was just so
epic, bro.
Like, yeah, like, oh,
It was perfect.
With the whole choir or opera singer. I'm
was
just like,
perfect.
oh, like this is it
Yeah.
right here.
It was perfect.
So yeah, to me, they'll do the moon. Yeah, I'm like, okay, this feels like epic right now.
Yeah, it was perfect.
But yeah, I did want to say that some of his delivery, I just wanted to say it before I forgot. Some of his delivery did remind me a bit of Kendrick Lamar from the blog era. Like, you know, from OD, like that Kendrick Lamar, OD and Section 80. Okay. It reminded me a bit of that. But not a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, oh, okay, maybe that he could take an influence from that. I don't know. Yeah. But that's it brought me in that space of.
Yeah, but I've been following him for a while on Twitter and stuff too. So he's really vocal. So like when we talk about it, he gonna talk. Yeah. No, I'm just saying he's real vocal.
I'm not trying to beef with no one else.
He's not a beefer, dog. He ain't gonna beef with you unless you being disrespectful.
I don't feel like I was.
Nah, we didn't was disrespectful. We actually like this project.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to find like a way to like construct to criticize some of this stuff, but I just feel like he's done this and now he's on to something different.
And see,
like that's what I'm getting from him.
Project.
Yeah.
So
that's your first.
To me, this is layered and formatted well enough to bring someone new in and to show your skill set as well.
That's what I'm saying.
So for me, I'm just like, all right, now if you do the exact same thing on the second project, I'm like, I'm trying to grab another like new audience like me again, or like what?
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna do that. I don't think he would.
See, I don't know because I haven't heard anything prior to this, so I don't know. I'm just going based off of this.
Yeah.
So yeah, let us know what y'all think about Ghais, Guevara, Goyard Ibn. Yeah, let us know what y'all think about that down in the comment section down below.
That's what I'm saying. Little smart nigga.
Yeah. Because all that stuff you was talking about, having to look up the research. But yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not in college no more.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go ahead and go on to our last musical topic that we have. Subject music-wise. Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl performance, B. His halftime show at Super Bowl, 59?
Yes, sir.
Chiefs lost. Eagles won.
Man, Eagles kicked some booty, boy. They put belt to ass.
Bell boys.
I
should have been playing that. But yeah, the set list for what Kendrick Lamar performed at the halftime show. GNX trailer, the snippet that was in the trailer itself. Squabble Up, which I really do dig. Humble, a song I'm really tired of.
Yeah.
DNA, I enjoyed that song as well. Euphoria, probably one of my favorite Kendrick songs of all time now. Man at the Garden, cool. Yeah. Peekaboo, I love that song. That's like one of my favorite songs off of GNX. I was listening to that before the actual halftime show came out. I was like, yo, I just got to get hype off that song. Peekaboo. Luther, which is a cool song. All the Stars, predictable. We knew that had to be played if SZA was going to be there. Not Like Us, we knew that was going to get played. And TV Off, we knew that was going to get played because if he couldn't play Not Like Us, he was definitely going to play that. Like I say all the time, the second half of that is like Not Like Us Jr. And to me, they both whack beats. But I digress. B, how did you feel about this? Because I watched it this morning. You watched it probably while it was live.
Yeah, I watched it live. Yeah.
How'd you feel about it?
I was first. I was jamming out to some of the songs, but I started toning down. I'm like, I'm having mixed emotions because I didn't like some of the mixing. Also, I felt like
the mixing was
his
bad.
vocals was low, and I'm like, what are they doing with this? You know what I'm saying? They kind of threw me off because I'm rapping along when I know he has to switch up his lyrics to not curse and stuff, especially in Euphoria. Some of the things I'm like, why he sounds so low to me? that like threw me off, and then I kind of like I was dancing with my son because he likes music. So, but then I just sat back and I just watched the show. I'm like, why am I having mixed feelings? But I'm like, I think it's because I was let down on when it comes to like the set, because I didn't look at the set list, and this was exactly.
I seen it, but I wasn't sure if like.
Yeah, I didn't look at it. I heard Joe Budden them talk about it, but like when it came to Man in the Garden, I think they did like a different redemption of it, like a doo-wop-ish type of feel to it. But overall, man, I'm in the middle, man. I give it like probably like a 7 out of 10.
This wasn't the best halftime show you ever watched? I seen some people say that, yes.
Nah, you know, for some people it probably is. I don't know, because, you know, they big fans of Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah,
They
this is the only halftime show they've ever watched.
Probably. I think some are. They only tuned in for the halftime show. Some of them didn't even watch the game. But I think I give it like probably like a 7. 6.5 to a 7. I think it was cool, like as like something that when it comes to the skits and stuff with Samuel Jackson, that added more elements to it. SZA to me didn't do much to me. To be honest, bro, SZA didn't even have to be there to me.
Yeah.
Like all the stars and Luther really didn't have.
And to me, I don't want to say it like this. She didn't really perform.
Nah, she was just
like
dead.
she didn't dance. She didn't do
and
nothing.
It seemed like, did they have like backtrack vocals, or was she really singing?
I don't know.
You
But
know,
also,
Kendrick-
I don't think SZA is the greatest of vocalists.
Yeah,
So.
she's not. But I love her. I love her pen.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to Kendrick performance of him like actually being a rapper, controlling the crowd, not crowd, but just being stage presence, moving around, breath control, all that stuff, you get an A+, because like that's not easy. 13 minutes, you got to smash all these songs in there. That's not easy at all. Actually, with camera work and actually being at the right place on the stage, I was looking at all that like, okay, because I watched it like twice. I rewatched it on YouTube, and you know, if I could actually analyze it and be like, okay, now I'm seeing it. Like, that's all that A+. That's A+. My only thing is like, you got to think about it. It's like sometimes, bro, we can be the whole have a message, do the opposite, but sometimes, bro, you just got to play the game and just entertain us.
But, yeah.
How you technically playing the game?
What do you mean how he's playing the game? He's playing the Super Bowl.
I'm saying like
He did not like us.
I'm talking about playing the game as like he didn't do the whole entertainment stuff. Like have your big songs, bro. That's I want to be entertained.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like when I told you, I said he literally pulled. I said this when GNX came out. He brought this out so he has some new stuff to perform.
Yeah, but that's cool. Like he talked about in the interview, like, yo, I want to do my, you know, I just want to be on the new. I want to do this, blah, blah, blah. But I wanted to like, I want to hear all right. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear some of those bigger tracks. But Money Tree, let Money Trees come on, bro.
I know. Everybody was suspecting that Black Hippie was gonna come up.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta understand, like, it's the Super Bowl. It's more than just your core fans watching this. You're entertaining everybody. So some of them people out there, they're not gonna know this stuff. They ain't gonna know these peekaboo. Like, yes, they had they was on the Billboard because they was on the album. They came out, but like everybody don't know this. Play some songs that have some long lasting power. That's the only thing that threw me out, because I was like, okay, he went into Squabble Up. I was like, Squabble Up. I'm like, cool, big song came out, and then he went to Humble. I'm like, okay, cool.
This was like this was the pre-stadium.
Then I said, okay, he did Humble. Okay, he did DNA. I'm like, all right, he finna get into his big stuff, and he dropped Euphoria. I'm like, Euphoria? Come on,
I'm not gonna lie, I do like that Euphoria was up there. I liked it.
I love Euphoria, but all the cussing, bro, you can't get that off like that. You can't get that off.
That's something that you perform at the pop out.
Because I'm rapping it, and then he just, I'm switching up the lyrics and stuff, and I'm like, it's just not hitting for me. And then Man on the Garden, I'm like, I know they did Live for Redemption, but I'm like, this don't hit for me.
I don't want to say it like this. That's not the song that you play in a crowd.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I mean he didn't play that game.
Yeah.
That's why when Samuel Jackson was narrated, like, okay, you can't be, you doing this.
Can't be too ghetto.
He was trying to like, he like went total opposite to what like what pop stars do, because he was the first rapper to ever lead a freaking Super Bowl performance. Nobody done this. He's the first one to do it. So yes, prayers, all high praise to you. But that set list it threw me off, bro. Then Luther came on. I'm like, this just don't hit right now.
The set list is dookie for the halftime show.
Yes, bro. Cause look, you gotta understand, it's 13 minutes, bro.
And then plus new material.
Yeah, cause it didn't even set with us like that. Like we used to, when it comes to Super Bowl performances, you got people out here, legacy acts, that have songs that have so much like nostalgia to it, and it brings everybody together. So
Dre performed something from 2001 that came out in 1999.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing I disagree with on this. I'm like, I wish the set list was better. It's some stuff out of this performance, yes, I enjoyed. So I give him like a 7, just because, him being a performer, he did his thing, but he can do better because I've seen him do better. And the set list just threw me off. TV off is cool. Not like us, you can end it with those two. I'm fine. It's just that after DNA, well, Squabble Up and GNX trailer, no, man. No,
Well,
I didn't.
that's the era he's in right now.
Though. I know he's trying to do the whole. Hey, I want to, I want to live in the
for
past.
the culture.
I don't want to live in the past. I want to do, this. But I understand that artistry stuff. But like, bro, sometimes you got to play the game. And like him having the whole like reference to gaming, game over, PlayStation controller, like
which was corny to me.
He was playing, you know what I'm saying? He was knowing that people saying, oh, he's playing the game, or oh, he's going against the game, and all this type of stuff, all this game talk. And I'm like, bro, no, play the game, because we want to be entertained. When we play the game, we want entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
If I go into Grand Theft Auto, I want Grand Theft Auto.
So yeah, I'm going in like, thinking of like the pop-up, you went in and got into some stuff that the fans love, even though you performed some of the tracks from the Beef, but you didn't have to perform none of this new stuff from GNX, which I love the album, but it wasn't for the stadiums. TV Off, Not Like Us, cool, but Squabble Up, nah. Humble and DNA, straight. Humble, big song, DNA, dope, energy. Euphoria got energy, but it's the lyrics, you couldn't even get them out like that, and people they don't know the cultural reference to it. You know what I mean? I don't know.
And so
it just a hit.
To help piggyback off of that, and I'll give my opinion. My girl went out yesterday because I was busy doing stuff yesterday, and she went to she was at a little outing at her brother's place. They had a little event or whatever for the Super Bowl, and she said that half of the songs that he played, none of them were singing it because they didn't know it. And I don't want to say it like this. Yes, we know that GNX #1 Billboard and all that, but we got to remember it's mostly and mainly kids and teenagers and all that are listening to music more than adults are. Yeah. I don't want to say it like that, but it's like for stuff like that, it's way too new to play for a whole audience like the Super Bowl. We got to think of middle white America. These people that just love football or probably don't listen to rap, they would have never heard some of these songs on GNX. Oh, but it was #1 last year. No, yes, it was #1. Streaming numbers. Do you know how you can manipulate streams in so many ways? How was it mainly kids at the Super Bowl? That's my thing. Because I could picture it, and I already knew it. Not many people are going to know GNX stuff because none of that GNX stuff, I don't want to say it like that, is big. Like, I haven't heard GNX outside of the actual radio. Yeah. Like, I never hear people playing anything off of GNX. Maybe Luther.
Yeah.
But besides
Luther
that,
is probably the oldest one.
Yeah, but I never hear people playing.
But you gotta understand the people.
Mustard. Mustard was a meme.
And you gotta understand the people that's at the Super Bowl. A lot of these middle-aged like white people and stuff. I don't expect them to know Kendrick Lamar. I'm not looking for that. But you also gotta understand when it comes to like even cultural references, even middle-aged black people, they ain't gonna know some of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that you got to play the game in these situations. Even though they probably wouldn't even know some of his big songs, but at least more people would have been like, oh yeah, I understand this. Boom, boom, boom. I remember when this was out. Poetic Justice. I remember this was out. And all this.
And also, I know my boy.
Even Loyalty with Rihanna. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he has.
A lot of the dang material would have went off here.
He halves the song.
No, I agree.
That's why I'm like, wow.
I think GNX is way too soon.
Yeah.
It's way too early. Like, we haven't had half a year with it yet. Yeah. We playing most of your songs are coming off of that in the Beef moment. Yeah. Like, Not Like Us. Of course, that's gonna ring off.
Yeah.
TV Off. Whole
had the last year. My bad.
No, you're all good. Understandable, but a lot of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Luther. Yes, you could do that because it goes in the Not for the Stars, Not All the Stars. So you definitely want SZA to really have her little thing happening there. I get it. Cool. But a lot of the other stuff before then, Euphoria, I love Euphoria. One of my favorite Kendrick songs. That should not be played at the Super Bowl. The mixing to me was horrible.
Yeah,
I even know over the playback, like, besides watching the clips that was coming up on Twitter at the time of them happening, the actual playback, I'm like, what is the mixing? I can't hear Kendrick. Like, Kendrick, you have these loud songs. I know people joking saying, "Oh, it must have been a Drake hater." I mean, a Drake
engineer,
engineering, whatever. Like, I saw that, right? But a lot of the stuff, and to me, performance-wise, it was cool. I thought it was dope. To me, the dopest thing for me is that you gave other people opportunities to actually perform there. I do want to give credit that it was dope to see a rapper headlining himself. He had one guest, even though he could have really benefited from another guest too as well.
And that's what rappers do, really.
Yeah.
Because a rapper having a show like that usually incorporate other songs and grab from the crowd that have other big hits, like what Dre did.
And I definitely would have loved for him to play like his bigger songs. Like, to me, it's just so odd that most of Dang wasn't played there. Nothing from Good Kid, Mad City. No All Right.
Yeah,
to me, that is just like so insane to me. Like, to me, this is almost as obscure as playing something from Section 80.
Yeah, it's like
this is way too new.
And then one thing it is, I'm like, come on, I'm a Kendrick fan. We both Kendrick fans, but like, we gotta be honest.
Also, I can't be a Kendrick fan because I like Drake.
I like Drake too, but look, y'all try to be so deep. This Kendrick performance gonna go over y'all heads, going over some people's heads.
It definitely went over my head because I don't get it. I don't get what they're talking
Yeah,
about.
you get what they're saying. They said, "Oh, he didn't play the game because he didn't do the big hits. He did his new
that's
album."
it? Oh, I seen other
But
people
we don't
making think pieces about
yeah,
it.
they think pieces about what? What they saying?
Saying something about like, oh, like this is about black representation, so, and I'm just like, look at Uncle Sam. It's a black man playing Uncle Sam instead of the white. I'm just like I'm like going when he has to start thinking about math, just smoking.
Oh no, you see the X Tentacion stuff too?
I've heard
the
about
X,
that.
the X being
Yeah,
and,
in my head, I'm just like, was that not PlayStation?
they gotta stop, bro. It was an X, and that's stand for Tentacion and then Peekaboo. Remember how Thought Crimes put that together? I'm like,
Yes,
yo,
because
y'all
Kendrick
people,
is going to Thought Crimes for his inspiration for stuff.
Nah,
no offense to Thought Crimes.
that's what Thought Crimes doing. They saying
Oh.
that Kendrick saying that Drake has something to do with in the Peekaboo. You know, man.
B, no,
B,
you can't be serious.
B, it's a deeper, darker B. We don't know about the third eye, B.
I keep forgetting that because Kendrick said it, it gotta have three meanings to it.
has
Obviously,
to be
it
more
has to
than
have
three
three. But see, the glaze gotta stop. Like, I've seen a lot of people, most of the non-biased people was like, yo, this was kind of some MIDI. Only the Kendrick Glazers I seen like was really like, obviously the Drake hater. I mean the Drake Glazers. I know that they.
Yeah, I'm not
Glazers.
even listening to them. Yeah, they saying some wild shit.
I'm not gonna listen to any Glazer that's going to say anything about the opposite team, right? Yeah. I'm looking for the non-biased.
That's why I be
or
doing
the Glazers who's not really Glazers, but I just call them Glazers. That kind of like, oh, I prefer this person, but I still like this person.
Because I saw something so nasty, bro. Talking about some, oh, Serena Williams crip walking while Crips killed her.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all gotta.
That's nasty
That's
behavior.
nasty.
It was nasty behavior.
That's nasty.
It's nasty behavior. But I do hate the fact that people was like, oh, look at Serena crib walking. I'm just like, what is this to glorify? Like,
Yeah. It's just a thing because she crip walked when she won. She from Compton, stuff like that.
I'm just like,
and the hun used to date Drake. Bro, it's the whole
it's the
spectacle, B.
Do you
That's
think
all it
that
is.
Drake is really thinking of like, and people's like, oh, this is Drake's funeral. I put it on
I'm
Twitter.
like, bro.
I said, okay, so how low y'all think his streaming numbers going to go since this is his funeral?
No, it's not.
I hate when people say that because they acting like
Hey,
they
B.
acting like 50 Cent the Ja Rule be.
B,
They acting
B.
like Drake is one of the biggest rappers.
And they act like 50 Cent, Ja Rule wasn't facing a freaking case with the freaking feds while he was battling 50, bro. There's a lot going on between that, man. Y'all gotta relax. And y'all gotta understand, bro. Everything's not that deep.
Everything
Some
don't gotta
people
be
can
about
dislike this. I have no problem with people disliking this, B.
You don't?
Nah, I don't care if they dislike it.
B.
You can't please everybody.
Oh, what?
Bro.
But it's Kendrick.
Some people don't think Michael Jackson had the best performance. Some people say Prince has the best one. Some people say Paul McCarthy has the best one. Some people say Rihanna did real good and she was pregnant. It is what it is, B. We can't please everybody. So some of you guys mad and saying they don't understand it just because they don't like it. Come on, bro. Some people just don't like it.
So
Some
B,
people
are you
just don't
telling me
like
that
it.
you could actually like be critical of this?
You could.
Even if it's just Kendrick? What? Wow.
Yeah, like I didn't
Wow.
like, but I saw people critiquing his clothes, like his pants. I'm like, bro, come on, you're just trying.
Yeah,
you're
well,
trying hard now.
no offense. Don't diss me in no bell bottoms. I'm out to smoke you for that.
Oh, that's on Drake.
Yeah,
But I'm
out
just
to
saying,
smoke you for that.
I don't care about what this man did. Like, I gave him points for his, like I said, stage presence, the choreography, like with the camera, blah blah blah. I gave him more points for that. If I drop that down, I might get it as a 5, just from the set list alone. Because yeah, y'all can be upset that, oh, he wanted to do him. He wanted to show his artist integrity and just put out his new music. Come on, bro. We want to hear some old slaps.
B, they act like he's not going on a stadium tour.
Facts. Like, he could do that for the stadium. This 13 minutes, bro. Give us those
And
hits.
you know what they about
we
to
ain't
do,
gonna
B?
see you, bro.
You know what they about to do, B? Because he went on and performed, they're gonna be like, oh, well, you know, his number's about to spike, right? Oh, well, you know, he did that so he could get the new people and new fans in. So that's why he performed all the new stuff. So he can get familiar with that.
Bro, it's
they
13
about to start
minutes.
using that, B.
Bro, it's 13 minutes. Get the attention of people that are not even gonna get your attention. They're not gonna be at your show. Play your big stuff. Play some of the stuff we love. Incorporate a show. You could still do all this American flag, Black Uncle Sam stuff with your old music as well. Like, all right, even though I know Black and the Berry not gonna be played, but I'm just speaking.
I would have
You could
rather
do all that stuff.
N95 get played there.
Facts. Bring out Keem. Let them do.
The ad-libs,
Bro.
Family Ties.
He could have did like that. Like that would have ringed on, bro. Like that would have ringed on.
Oh yeah, I would have loved that.
Like that should have been a verse.
I wish the
instead of
Hillbillies
Euphoria.
was on here. That would have been so
Hillbillies
fun.
Come on, bro.
That message,
It's stuff he could. It's so much stuff he
That
could have
could have
went.
been played.
But Kendrick, I always respect your artistry, bro. You do you, man. And I'm just speaking from a fan perspective of like what I wanted. What I'm saying is not the truth is not law.
It's
We
just
all
your
have
opinion.
different opinions, bro. And it is what it is. Some of y'all getting y'all feelings. I don't care. This is how I feel. I had to sit and listen to, and just and what they call it, process it, and this is how I feel. This is how I processed it, and the set list bugged me, and I just wish it was some, more. I wanted that nostalgia in there. You know what I'm saying? That's what you feel when you hear Rihanna come out there, work, and she badly moving pregnant. But this is a fire song. It's a classic. Michael Jackson, I didn't live through that.
I promise you, if he did not play anything from Thriller.
But you go back there and you watch that old stuff. Come on, man.
And I don't want to say it like this. You don't know if you'll ever go to the Super Bowl again and perform there. I'm not saying you're not going to.
Because he has been there twice.
Yeah. But this is like your one time to like really like, like every time you go there, like I'm pretty sure y'all got to think like, yo, I got to go out with a bang. Yeah. And I get it. He's like, yo, integrity over the money.
All my life. Oh, yeah, they don't even get paid for the Super Bowl.
I heard they pay for it out of their own pockets.
Yeah. They don't, because it's more of a like, more eyes on you.
Yeah.
It's a...
Yeah, it's a...
interchange. But nah, bro. All my life. Come on, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, and what?
That's just how
white America be. You gonna let that go off?
You got to, bro. All the dads in that freaking blue jeans and they freaking Monarchs on, bro. Scare them. But
yeah, for me, it just to me, I don't want to say.
What's your score? What's your score? I gave it a 6.5 to a 7.
Y'all gonna call me a Drake Glazer? I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, no biggie.
To me, obviously, it's because of the set list.
Yeah.
You like the performance and all that. Cool. I don't like to say like, oh yeah, the choreography was on point, or like you got to know the breath control and all that. Yeah. You're supposed to do that as a rapper. Like I'm not giving
every rapper don't do that. B.
Yeah,
you gotta give no. You gotta give some people some praise on that because it's some trash people out there. B. You've been to shows.
Yeah. Freddie killed it.
Oh, Freddie Cole at rap, but I'm saying there's Freddie out there doing what Kendrick do. No, Freddie out there on a mustard shirt. If I have it, well, I get my.
I would have been the only one.
No, I'm talking about Kendrick's moving around with the people.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
But my thing is like this, for something like that.
That's some points. You gotta add points.
I don't give points to that because you're only gonna give that to the high caliber people. You're going to give that to the high caliber.
That's why he's a performer. That's why he's there.
Yeah.
So you gotta give them that point.
Okay, B. I'm saying like
so
this.
You watch Rihanna performance?
Yes.
What'd she do, B?
She was pregnant. That's different.
What did she do, B?
That's different.
What did she do, B?
She was pregnant, right?
That's way
different.
So now you putting pregnancy on there.
Yes.
That's what's she supposed to be doing though, B?
Dancer. Wait, what do you mean?
I'm saying you said, it's a given. He has to do that. But Rihanna's pregnant. Why is she there, B?
Because she got some hits.
All right, man. All right. Tell her get out there and move, boy.
Next time I bet
you're pregnant ass child labor, bro.
But I'm saying in general, like, when it comes to like that type of stuff, you're only gonna get the high caliber of the high caliber. Correct. You're gonna get the high caliber.
But who else could be in that? I'm just saying, if you think of rappers, you're gonna put the ones that can do that, right?
That's what I'm saying.
But you still gotta give them. But you gotta give them points for doing that. Who else could do this?
So wait, like I said, this is like an AP class. You're only gonna get the smart kids in there. Okay, you smart, but you still gotta succeed in what you're doing. You just don't get points because you're in the AP class. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but look, you like let's say with Kanye, right? Kanye.
Old Kanye probably.
I'm saying Kanye dope. I'm saying dope. He has a lot of like theatrics and stuff when it comes to his performances.
Travis Scott.
But look, if you go Travis as well, but when you go breath control choreography, you don't go there for Travis Scott with that. He has more of the what they call it, the fire and all that stuff. But he's just jumping. You're not gonna give him points for the stuff that Kendrick does. That's what I'm saying. It's certain artists you gotta give them some points of what they're doing. Because if freaking Travis come out there, what breath control he gotta do? Feed.
Shoot, that's a lot. If you yell, man,
come on, man, get out of here. I'm just saying, it's certain artists you gotta like for their technique of performing, you give them points for it. That's what I'm saying.
I think the only thing, and some people was like, oh, the way he rapped into the mic, I'm just like, you're supposed to rap into the mic.
He's a rapper. Nah, come on, I'm not giving him that.
Like, that's what I'm, like, a lot of people.
I'm not talking about that, bro. I'm talking.
And then there was like, oh, you see the way that he changed the lyrics up on fly? My thing is this, B.
He rehearsed that. Like
you're supposed to rehearse that. Like, to me, you don't get points for memorizing lyrics that you're supposed to know. This is your career. You're going on tour in a little bit. You're going to have to remember these songs.
Yeah. And see, my points come from just stage presence, moving around, breath control.
Yeah, to me, the show wasn't like, jaw dropping amazing or anything like that. It wasn't bad, which is why I give it a 5. I'm middle of the road of it. Like, it's cool, but that set list really threw it off.
Yeah, the set list.
Like, if he would have like really like threw it in like with all the hits, B, 11 out of 10.
Yeah, because when Peekaboo came on, I love that song, but I got cringe. I'm like, why are you playing this? You don't play this.
But B, he did AZ Chike's verse, so you got to give him credit for that. You didn't see that?
And AZ on the couch, like, hype. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm supposed to be there.
Yeah, facts. You supposed to bring me out.
Peekaboo.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, overall for me, 5 out of 10. Middle of the road. 5 out of 10 is not bad.
6.5 to like a 7. I'm gonna just stay 6.5.
Yeah. For me, it was a 5. If you would have, it's really that track, that set list.
That set list.
Because obviously everything is made for the set list itself. If you would, and then SZA didn't really add anything.
They could have just done Luther and then moved on. All the lights, all the stars.
Well, that song was huge though. You know that.
You know I know that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but that song didn't hit. It didn't hit for me.
Not performance wise.
Nah,
if, at the moment, like when it first came out, yeah. But
I remember us when it came out. Remember when it came out, the song just released and we was leaving the casino. I remember that, bro. Hey, that's a core memory of mine.
But I was never a Kendrick fan. What are you talking about?
Come on, bro. You still a Kendrick fan. You just like to piss people off. I know you, B.
But let's know what y'all think about Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance down in the comment section down below. But now time to get into some discussions. And I guess we can start off the first discussion. Drake losing to Kendrick messed up the standard in hip-hop. B, go ahead and intro this one.
Okay, so this comes from a conversation with Ray Daniels, which has his own show. He had Hitmaker on there, a.k.a. Young Berg, a.k.a. Hitmaker.
Formerly known as.
Yeah. Formerly known as getting my chain snatched. nah, my
bad.
Bring back the past, my bad.
I bought his debut, B.
I like Hitmaker, bro. He got some bangers, you know what I'm saying? But he was saying since Kendrick took out Drake, what would be the core sound that goes around hip hop now? What would be the focal point? Because Drake set the standard because Drake sounds like the world. Drake incorporates Atlanta culture. He incorporates West Coast culture. You never say Drake sounds like Toronto. Drake sounds like the world.
Except for views when I look back at it.
How you sound like Toronto?
I said that Toronto is like a melting pot. With the whole
That's how he sounds like the world.
Yeah,
God, no, B.
Nah, B. Feeling No Ways, what sound does Feeling No Ways come from?
What do you mean? What you think?
No, please tell me.
No, I'm saying it's music. It's not a sound. It's not Toronto. It's music, B. It's just, what do you mean? What are you saying it sound like?
I'm saying the Toronto sound, like that.
What's a Toronto sound, B?
More atmospheric.
No, that's not.
I'm saying Toronto. Like that's the sound that they usually gravitate towards. Feel No Ways and some of High for This don't sound similar to you atmospherically.
For what?
Atmospherically, it don't sound similar to you.
So you said a guy that produced the Weeknd stuff that's from Minnesota.
Yes.
And High for This that comes as actually ripped from what's the name of the
Wait, not High for This.
House of Balloons? What?
It's off that album.
You know, a lot of that is sampled from, not even sampled.
Oh,
a lot of those remixes like he did from other people, like a band from Beach House.
It's still Toronto to me.
No, it's not.
Toronto. Well, Canada, not Toronto. Canada.
See, Canada. Come on, now you wildin', because we only know like 3 places in Canada.
Yeah,
we know like Brampton, Toronto, Mississauga. What else? Vancouver.
Come
B,
on,
who from Vancouver, B? That raps.
Not Drop. What's that boy's name?
No, get out of here. He don't rap. See, this boy just rapping. Like I said, Drake sounds like the world. He incorporates everything. That's Drake. He can go to the South. He can go to Memphis and do stuff with them. He can go to Texas. That's what he was saying. Like when Drake put out something, he was like, okay, boom, that's where we at. Because Drake gonna try to find a new hot guy. Or either he not even gonna find him. We know him. Everybody gravitates to him. And once Drake pop on that remix, it's gonna shoot to the boom. And then that sound gonna go around. It actually, to me, I think that's true.
I agree.
He was doing that. But I feel like that kind of went away for a while. I don't think Drake been doing that in the last.
A lot of people say that he's been following the trends instead of actually setting them.
That's what I'm saying. So I understand what Hitmaker's saying, but I don't think the beef had anything to do with that. I think that's kind of been fading away for the last 4 years.
But I think that comes with the Drake fatigue in general, though.
That's
because
true.
Drake is, I don't want to say it like this. Like I know a lot of people like, oh, Drake isn't like the trendsetter like he was, and Nothing Was the Same, and Take Care, which I just listened to Take Care today. Still heat. But
amazing.
Yeah, of course. But looking back at those albums, looking back at now, Drake, you could tell Drake's plan is to try and stay current, try and stay in with the now, try and like move in today's space, but also make it Drake.
Yeah.
Like he has one of the best slizzy sounding beats on his album For All the Dogs.
Okay.
Because no one else has a better slizzy sounding beat. Not even the person that produced that song himself. I'm just saying that right now, right? But when it comes to Drake, it's more of like a high quality standard of what he actually puts out, especially now. it's more high quality, but it's not as trend setting. Like Certified Lover Boy, I was about to call Certified All the Dogs or whatever. Like that album or Her Loss was obviously a lot more trap influenced. Certified Lover Boy, it's reminiscent of certain things that Drake was playing with from Dark Lane demos, but also that was a sound that Drake was kind of toying with and playing with that he really wasn't sure of himself. So I feel like I get what he's saying, but also we have to put it into other context, what was happening around that before the beef started.
And my whole thing of like, especially him trying to put that Drake was the standard, I just think that it's no standard. I think that it's free reign for like any producer to try to like usher a sound.
I don't know many mainstream artists that's looking for the Drake sound, especially in recent
And
years.
also think about like, oh excuse me, you know how Atlanta, you have so many artists there that you can just go down, boom, 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 and then you can feel it. You can feel the like branch of like, oh, he sound like him, he sound like him, he sound like him. But like, I don't listen to the radio enough to be like, what's so different? Like you said, you have experience listening to the radio.
Of course.
Like, is it a different palette or do everything? Remember, this was a time on the radio when all you heard was a mustard beat. Remember that? How is that going now? Like, when you listen to radio, is it versatile? Is it like a variety of different sounding music, or is it stuff with the stuff that sounds completely?
You know the
same?
Rap Caviar playlist?
Yeah.
That.
So it's like Glorilla,
Cardi
Sexy
B,
Red,
Sexy Lotto, Cardi B, the stuff from GNX, some Drake stuff from For All the Dogs, the stuff that's actually on Scary Hours be on the radio, which is so crazy to me because those aren't like mainstream sounding beats. Some of that stuff is on there. Really, that F my ex, really that's the one that's on there. Like I said, some Kendrick stuff from GNX.
I don't know. I think I understand what he's saying, but I think he's a little off with putting it to the beef. I think him putting that with the beef is kind of off to me.
I think it's just a thing to try and, I don't want to say it like this, but kind of dig at Kendrick for going for the regional sound. But also, Mustard had his little reign during like the blog.
Yeah, he was killing
him. Mike Will made it. I'm trying to think
like
of
2014,
Lex
2015,
Luger.
he was killing it. Lex Luger was killing it in like 2012, 2011.
Like a little bit before
2010, like 2010 to like 2012.
Yeah, Mike Will made it.
Yeah,
Mustard
Mike Will
and them,
have
it
his
was kinda
moment like 2013-ish and up and up.
I'll say a little bit before, maybe.
Now I'm talking about the 2013.
Like,
like him with the Miley Cyrus and stuff. I'm talking about
you're talking about when he was at his peak.
Yeah, at his peak.
Okay,
oh yeah, of course he was putting out stuff.
That's why I mean like the.
But I'm talking
build-up
about.
to it.
Now I'm talking about like when you was taking off.
Yeah.
Mike Will made it when you kept hearing it on the radio.
Yeah,
like,
Bands Will Make a Dance and all that.
Yeah, so like right now it's like Metro is like that guy. He's been that guy for a while now.
But that goes to the South.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we could try and do the slizzy drill beat, but I don't think that's mainstream enough to where people would love it, and it's too like, I don't want to say derivative, to where it's like it sounds like the same thing every single time you hear it. And plus, it's also taking from a sample that you already know and love.
Yeah.
Hitmaker, you kind of familiar with that. So it's kind of already taken from what we love and adding to it, and that's already a big criticism in today's music. Like, oh, you're just remixing something that we already know.
They still
like
going
to
on.
me, and it's already, and it's a subgenre of another subgenre from a subgenre itself. So to me, while it's having its own movement, it's not big enough like a trap sound.
I think we hit the point in music right now where we at like a standstill when it comes to like innovation.
I think to me the biggest sound that we have subgenre wise has to be Rage.
Oh, Rage.
But it's not on
It's
the radio at
underground.
all.
It's underground.
Yeah,
Even
it's
Playboy
underground.
Cardi not really on
it's
the radio.
underground, but it's huge. That's the thing about it. Like all these little
Kids,
they be having like millions of followers. Like look at someone like Yeat.
Yeah.
I never heard him on the radio, but he has such a huge.
But
following.
I'm saying it's not radio.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's underground, but that's like the biggest subgenre that we've had.
Because we at the point, we're in the streaming era. The radio really don't. It matters, but it don't matter no more.
Like these guys, they'll hit Rap Caviar for a day or something.
Yeah.
But mainly, if you see someone from Rage that's doing Rap Caviar, it's Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely, Playboy Cardi, or Yeat. It's one of them four.
Yeah.
That's going to be hitting the Rap Caviar. The Rap Caviar is a new radio, really. That the stuff that you see on there, that's the stuff that's playing on the radio. Like, there's no need for the radio when you have a Rap Caviar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you, because it's the same stuff. Like, we reviewed half of the stuff. I talked about half of the stuff on what we've been jamming. It's a lot of the women. Yes, they do take up a lot of the radio, but there's a lot more of them like redoing and re-emulating and doing all that. Type of stuff.
We talked about y'all last year about y'all reign gonna be up soon.
Yeah, especially numbers wise, statistically, it's not looking good for y'all.
Yo, hey, we done it at poppin' P raps.
Yeah, I know I am. After that whole month I had,
You saw that twerk that Cardi did? Look like two.
someone said it looked like a diaper.
I saw people say it looked like sneakers.
And then
Sneaker
women
bad
drag
fire.
her.
I've been telling people like she nasty, bro. People like, ooh, Cardi B. I'm like, bro, y'all
That's all you, B.
disgusting, bro. That BBL look trash.
It's all you.
Nah,
But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Drake has not been the standard in terms of sounds. He's just always been the go-to guy. Like, the huge rap release that's coming out this year.
Let's get him on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but besides that, sound-wise, trap still.
Yeah, trap.
Like, yeah, I feel like, the West Coast is having their moment right now, but really it's just Kendrick.
Kendrick having his moment, bro.
Because y'all not listening to the new Tyga.
Yeah. The West is not up, bro.
They said the West is up.
It's not, bro.
Come on, Tyler didn't have any West Coast production on his Chromacopia?
Get out of here. Hey, Tyler from Virginia. He never cites West Coast people as his influences.
Facts.
No, I'll just talk.
Yeah. Come on, B. Hey now, say now. Come on, B. That guy.
Hey, that man's a Kanye West. That man's a Pharrell.
Hey, he said, let me go toward more east to get my influences. Mm-hmm. But yeah, let us know what y'all think about that down in the comment section.
Get away from his gang banging.
The thugs.
Gang banging.
I can be influenced by them. But yeah. But let's go on to our next topic. Blog era songs. Shout out to that boy, Brendan Spiegel. I don't got the tweet pulled up. But shout out to him because he made a very dope tweet. He always making some blog era-esque type of tweets that he knows that I gotta love. But he asked this weekend, what is the most blog era song? And B, you sent me this tweet, but I already seen it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going through memory lane looking at these tweets.
I sent it to you because I wanted to thought of an idea of let's just do a thing about it, like to honor his tweet because the boy went viral. You know what I'm saying? So
he said that hip hop followed him. So first of all, like I told him, put your jersey in the rafters right now. Go ahead.
You got the OGs following. Legends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you said let's come up with a list of some blog era songs. Yeah, and B, you said 3 at first.
You went on.
I went on.
I could think of a lot because I didn't make a list because I'm like I'm just gonna do.
I made a list because I was like, okay, I'm gonna choose these 3 blog era songs because they scream blog era. But then I started accidentally going down the list of my playlist. I'm like, but what if I don't say this song? I'm like, he gonna kill me for this. I'm like, but what if I don't put this song right here? That's gonna kill me as well.
See, me, I just wanted to let it flow. I've been trying to work on my memory, so that's why I've been trying to just throw stuff.
No, see, I'm bad at that, especially when we have the other topics that we just talked about. So, B, how you want to do this? You want to go 1 for 1 or what?
We can go 1 for 1. You want me to go first, or you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, go first.
Kid Cudi's Day and Night.
Oh yeah. So, oh my god, bro. Even when this went on the radio, I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. Like, bro, I remember when this song, I found it on YouTube. I remember when it got onto I played NBA Live and it was on there. I was just like, yo, that song right there, Day and Night, so fire. Then I love the Nightmare. Oh
yeah, when it starts slowing down, and then it starts getting screwed. All night.
Nah, that's so blog era, bro.
Go ahead, be with your next.
Mine is The Breeze. Wale and Wiz Khalifa.
Okay.
Definition of ice. 30 below. Come on, Wiz was killing it, bro. Hey,
that was when Wiz was in his prime.
And then Wale, you know how he used to, bro. Hey, this Breeze, that Wiz on the hook. Hey, bro, that song, fire. I love that. It gives you that blog era feel right there, bro. The Breeze. It's
really, them 2 right there. One of the Golden Children, one of the Golden Trio, and then Wiz with his own little movement. Oh my god.
Getting all this.
My next one, Kendrick Lamar, ADHD.
Ooh.
From Section 80.
Ooh. Hey.
I'm not gonna lie though. Grand Theft Auto did blow this one up though.
What, ADHD? ADHD?
Yeah, it blew this one up. It wasn't that big of a song, but if you was a blog era kid, you knew this song. But Grand Theft Auto, being put on Grand Theft Auto, it blew it up. That keeping it G ain't nothing. The hood gonna love it. That Grand Theft Auto blew that up too.
Love it.
Because a lot of people during the Good Kid, Mad City era, they didn't know what Section 80 was to the mainstream.
Right.
People that were in the know of Kendrick Lamar, they knew of ADHD off of Section 80, which phenomenal album, mixtape, whatever he wants to call it. But ADHD is to me one of those tracks where I'm just like, that symbolizes a moment and a feeling right there. I love it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Next one.
I wonder if you had this on yours. Wiz Khalifa, The Plane. Hope you don't miss this plane.
I have 2.
Hope you don't miss this plane.
I don't, but I do have 2 other Wiz Khalifa songs that might encompass it.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Nah, this plane, bro. Nah. Hey, I used to hate Wiz for a bit. But I don't it's before the blow up. Cause I listen, I ain't trying to be that guy, but I would listen to Wiz when I listened to when I found out about him. It was some stuff I just didn't like.
Yeah, guys, I found out about him before he was
a lot of you people, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all kind of late to the game.
Y'all be late, you know what I'm saying? But but this plan, that joint right there, I was like, all right, I think I like Wiz more. And then also just going back and listen to some of his other stuff. You never heard this plane?
What is it off of?
It's off of his album though. The album he put out.
Star Power, right?
Not Star Power. It's Flight School.
The one where he's like in the front looking like that, like looking to the side.
Yeah,
I heard it.
Yeah, but nah, this playing.
That's not one of my like. To me, my memorable Wiz era was like from Kush and OJ. And up.
That
But I've
beat
heard
is
all that
so-
stuff though, like the Star Power bar.
Yeah, that beat is like crazy, bro.
My next one, J. Cole, Dead Presidents 2 off of the warm up.
That's a good one, B. That's a good one.
Those are my first three, and I was like, okay, I got him on this one. But I was like, I didn't put no Drake, so I didn't keep going.
I can do a
B.
J. I'm gonna do a J. Cole one, man. It's not. It's
The workout?
nah,
Work
bro.
out
Hey.
for me. You got a good thing. I love that song. I love that
Oh,
album.
my
I'm letting y'all
God.
know that right now.
My God, bro. What's the J. Cole?
It's nobody's perfect, babe.
Stop, you killing me, bro.
I love it. I love that album. I'm sorry. People overhate that album.
Man.
Nobody's perfect, babe.
No, what's the? I don't know why. I just
Symbol?
blinked. No, it's off freaking warm up, bro. It's the lights, please, please. Turn off the lights.
That's on his
and
debut
now
as well.
everything feels so right. Oh my God, I used to love that
That
song,
song
bro.
is hard.
Hey, that's so blog era right
Oh,
there,
yeah,
bro.
I love that song.
Hey, doom, doom,
So-
doom.
I got two.
All right,
Wiz Khalifa's Taylor Gang off of Cabin Fever.
Taylor.
And Crit, Wiz and Currency, Glass House, which was on Crit, was here. And I forgot, I think it was on Cushion OJ for Wiz. Which I was
Okay.
like, okay, I gotta put two Wiz.
I got
on.
so many off my head, B.
Go ahead,
Hey.
give me another one.
Lil B. Somebody
Which one?
Ho. You don't wanna try me. Get your
When he was in the
rock
mall?
looking with this pretty. Hey.
I put that on here too.
Hey, you did.
But I put Wonton Soup on
Okay,
here too. Because to me, those are like the two
right.
right there.
Yeah,
I wanted to put
Wonton
Ellen DeGeneres, but I was like, okay, SMDH. But I'm also gonna put Wonton Soup.
Dun, 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 dun.
Thanks God.
Hey, young bass guy came straight
From
from
the
the
trenches.
Hey, I'm on the floor like a mattress. Come on,
I
bro.
love that. I was listening to some Lil B this weekend. I was actually going over, I think it was like the 2011 XXL Freshman Cypher, looking at the interview that they had, and I was like, man, Kendrick Lamar, Zyah, Big Crit, Meek Mill, Fred the Godson, Yellow Wolf. Oh my God. YG.
Hey, if you want to get into like the little conscious, like blog era blag, like "Ignorance Is Bliss" by Kendrick Lamar.
Ooh.
You know, "Ignorance Is Bliss."
Ooh, off of Overly Dedicated. Oh, that PMP 1.5.
Bro, crazy.
My next one, Our Future Oldies.
Oh, that's super. That's no, oldie is
that's
when they
the-
rap
that's
it.
the- at the end,
Yeah,
the
that's
posse
bugging.
cut.
That's them rapping like, and
Yeah,
Earl came
with Frank
back.
Ocean,
Yeah, Frank Ocean. Something like,
In the music video, I think the music video.
yeah, that's
kinda
classic,
too.
bro. That's when Earl got, bro. I was hyped, bro. I had never forget what they. They're like, Earl, that's free. It was crazy, yeah, yeah. But what's another one I could think of? I don't know. Was you ever like Dom? Oh yeah, you listen to Dom. We know Dom guy. You know, what I'm saying?
You more than Dom
Doom.
guy. But I love the Which
When I
one
come
is that
around,
off of?
bro. When I come around.
Off of
That's
what?
off
Nah,
West Side
Yellow,
with
right?
Love. That's off West Side with Love too.
See. Okay, two. I gotta.
What's Up with
re-listen
Love
to.
2?
I don't remember one.
When I
of
come
them.
around.
I gotta hear it again. I haven't heard it in a long
Man.
time. But
You
I
ain't
was,
got no-
Yellow album was. I got it on here.
Yeah.
I got it on here.
You got some crit on your list?
Do I have Crit on my list?
I got a
could get
Crit
Crit
song.
off my. What's your Crit song?
Come on, man.
Which one?
The one with him and Wiz and Killer Calion.
Not Moon and Stars. It's
Glass House.
I said no. That's Currency.
It was on. Nah,
Christian
that was
OJ.
that
Glass
was
House.
on Currency.
Crit,
You
Wiz,
put it on
and
there?
Currency.
Okay,
That was Currency.
you right.
No, but Calion was on
Moon
Moon and the Stars.
Moon
with
and Stars.
Devin Dude-
Oh yeah,
Devin
Devin the Dude. I think
It's on his EP on Spotify though, so y'all need to go check that out.
Moon and the stars.
Tyga, Rack City, and Ty Dolla Sign's
Ooh.
Paranoid. Had to put a
Hey.
little mustard in there.
All right, let me see. Nah, Tooted and Booted was a little bit.
It
Tooted and Booted was in the
era,
area,
but it was
Tooted
too
and
early though
Booted.
for people to really know about YG though.
Yeah, YG.
Because Who Do You Love was a huge song.
Yeah.
And My Negro was a huge song.
Was you into Pac Div?
Was that the ones that made Antifreeze, right?
Yeah, they was a
Who
group,
did Antifreeze.
I don't remember that
one.
but they was from Cali.
I'm about to say it's from the West Coast, right?
Yeah,
I think Bay. No,
I think they was like LA.
I think they made Antifreeze. Cause I think
You
Chameleon
could be right.
remixed
I
it.
don't think I.
But that's the only song I knew. What was the album? Dang, I forgot the album cover. But I only know like that one song, and I knew that one mixtape or album that they had.
Yeah.
With that song on there because I love that song so
Dang,
much.
so we do Hands on the Wheel by Schoolboy Q
Oh,
and
yeah.
ASAP.
Perfect.
Hands
Perfect.
on the
especially to encapsulate that album as a moment. Perfect.
Man, you can do Danny Brown, Triple X, something like that.
I think I put Monopoly on mine.
Hey, man.
What do you say? A girl P-word smelling like
Cool Ranch Doritos. This my radio song. Oh my God.
Triple X is such a good album / mixtape.
Crazy.
ASAP Rocky's Pesos.
Oh,
I had to
Pesos,
choose
super.
one song off of that album. I wanted to put Brand New Guys so bad on there.
Brand New Guys is. Yeah, that song's so fire.
Kurt Cobain drank in my cup.
Hey, I got this drink in my cup.
I love what your name
Bro,
is.
what
I
a
love
mo-
that mixtape.
Bro, Blogger has some stuff, bro. I saw that tweet. Kiko, y'all some evil. Y'all evil, bro.
What did Kiko say? I didn't see
He
what Kiko said.
retweeted it. He didn't say it, but they were like, yo, Blogger had more men and whatever. I was like, y'all gotta stop.
Kick it off. I'm like, no.
He retweeted it though, but I had to shake my head on that one dude. He was like, because he was like, unpopular opinion. The Blogger had some men. I'm like,
Oh, that was that Cashmere.
yeah.
shout
I
out to
was like,
him.
bro, y'all gotta stop. But Kiko retweeted it. You know how he be talking about the Blogger, bro. So I'm like, yo, bro, y'all tripping. Blogger was like, bro,
To me, goated.
goated, bro. They bugging.
I got way too many songs.
And I'm off the dizzy, bro. But I might bow out.
Drake, Club Paradise, Trust Issues, Dreams
I
Money
didn't even get
Combined,
into
and
my
Free
Drake
Spirit.
bag.
I know. That's why I said I got to put some Drake on here. But I didn't want to put the too popular stuff. Big Sean, I got 5 on it, or Super Duper Lemonade.
I can wrap around all you rappers like a cobra snake. Oh, pass the dough.
I know the song. I know the song.
What about Ransom?
Ransom? Like the
Ransom.
one that's rapping now?
No, Ransom. Drake and Wayne.
Oh, off of the official white label mixtapes.
Hey, bro.
That they had the original
Remember
Forever
Money to
version.
Blow? Bro, all them little...
Off of Birdman?
No, before Birdman, when it was just Drake.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Bro, I got money to... Remember Drake? What's that one song he has? I still got my hotel slippers on. I'm so fly. I'm sky high, and I dare anybody to try to touch my wings. Hey, that's when Drake was corny,
You
bro. I
was remixing
love
someone
that.
else's.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, no, you put me on the Heartbreak
bro,
Drake
yeah,
mixtape.
hey.
A few months ago, I went to go read that on the Bad Boy.
Hey, Drake had that what's that one song? It's the one Juicy. He had the Juicy on one of the Heartbreaks.
Oh,
I forgot how it went, bro, but the beat was like, dang, I forgot how it
remember
went.
it.
But nah, bro. Hey, Wayne has some stuff to the blog as well.
I didn't put no Wayne on here. Pusha T, Trouble on My Mind with Tyler the Creator.
Trouble on my mind.
Childish Gambino, Sweatpants.
Sweatpants. That I guess the end.
Because the internet.
Yeah.
It was 2013, I think.
2014.
Dom Kennedy, My Type of Party.
Oh, it's my type of party.
That remix, fire.
Crazy, bro.
Chris Brown and Tyga's Deuces.
Oh, Deuces was big, bro. Deuces.
Chance's Cocoa Butter Kisses.
I miss some cocoa.
Chief Keef, Love Sosa. I didn't want to put.
Hey,
I didn't want to put
Love
the easy.
Sosa,
I don't
bro.
like. I don't want to put that
Hey,
easy.
Love
one.
Sosa was crazy.
No, I think it just
mine
was
was
recently.
Who is these niggas? I don't know them. Hey, yo, me. I used to listen to that song crazy,
Raccoons.
bro. I used to listen to that song so much. I like, bro. I wouldn't even drive my granny car. I just be in there, bro.
Just put it on
Hook my MP3 player out, bro. Who is these niggas? I don't know them. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Hey, bro, what a time.
I only got 2 more. J Electronica Exhibit C, and the ended off ASAP Rocky's One Train.
Hey, One Train.
I feel like that's the perfect encapsulation of the blog era. Yes, sir. I just had to make a list because I was like, F it.
I had some Mac Miller stuff. Kool-Aid and Frozen Pizza was my stuff.
I can understand that
Kool-Aid
one.
and Frozen Pizza.
Is that the one that was on DJ?
Yeah,
More
yeah.
Infamous. Yeah.
Then you got the Nikes on my feet, keep my psych. Nikes.
Which project was that off of?
That's all for kids.
Oh yeah, that's why I didn't.
Kids, he got
I don't listen to kids.
Lace them up, lace them like, hey, bro. This juice stay crispy like bacon. You bugging.
I wish I knew some Mac.
What about
Macadelic
Logic?
stuff.
All I do is grind. That's so come on, bro. That Logic was fired. All
Which
I do
one-
is
which
grind.
Young Sinatra was that on?
That one. I don't even think that was off a Young Sinatra tape. I think that was just like on that one mixtape before Young Sinatra, right? Oh, wait, it was on Young Sinatra.
I'm about to say I only started
It could've been
listening
on one.
because my homie put it
All
me
I
on
do
it
is grind.
for Young Sinatra.
You never heard that song?
I don't remember it.
Yeah,
I didn't listen to it. Like
I'm gonna
that,
play
that's
it for you before I go.
But yeah, that's about it for the blog area recommendations. Obviously, I could have went off more.
Oh
because
no,
there's a whole bunch of
I'm
big
off the
stuff.
dizzy. I'm going off the dizzy.
See, I had a list because I didn't want to accidentally be like, I forgot that.
Nah,
Like,
if I did a list, I would have forgot a lot.
No, see, Big Crit. Oh, I could name off all of his songs.
bro.
Country-ish is probably the biggest one that I could give off for him. That or Return of Forever. I already put Glass House. So yeah, there's a lot of Big Crit stuff I could put.
Now,
on
blog era, man, is you will be truly missed.
there. Best hip hop era of all time. I'm saying it right now.
True.
But yeah, let us know what some blog era songs y'all got. Shout out to Brendan Spiegel. I'll link his channel in the description down below, and I'll tag him in this video to let him know, hey, show him some BBC
Show him
love.
some love, man. Show him some love.
Hey, but now it's time for the last topic. Reflecting on our first year of the BBC, B.
Man, B.
It's been a whole year. 365 days around the sun. Oh, oh my God.
Yes, bro.
All the beefs I had, the ish list I had made, the sleepless nights, the blood, sweat, and tears, really
Hard
bleeding
work,
because
man.
I accidentally probably hit myself with something in the head. I don't know. A lot of work went into this. We had 988 subscribers in, baby. Yes, sir. Got to commemorate the moment, goddamn.
Yes, man.
It's been a year, B. But I got to hear your experience
Yeah, man.
from this.
Man, it's been, you know, this is my first time going into the content creation, so I'm trying to become content pill like my guy over here. He's more structured for this stuff, man. Me, I'm trying to like think of like me. I want to bring more ideas and stuff like that because I know he's a machine over here. This dude runs like 18 channels. You know what I mean? He's content pill, bro. I'm not. I'm working my way up. I'm getting trained right now, bro. Like, I'm trying to get used to the camera, get used to the whole algorithm, stuff like that, bro. I've been trying to learn some different things and trying to get up my work ethic when it comes to content creation because your boy be balancing all this stuff in life with it, you know, family and trying to like, you know, you have your wife nagging at you and I'm like, yo, I'm trying to edit this video, man. I like this stuff. To me, this is like a really enjoyable like hobby for me. Like I really love coming here and talking music with my family right here, bro. Because we done this for years, our whole life. All we did is talk music, and we had an old podcast,
Multiple podcasts.
Man, we had bros go back from what 2015, 14 or something like that. 15.
I think 14, 14 or 15,
yeah, bro.
I think that was the first episode of
Yeah,
that
bro.
one that's on my old
Bro.
that's on my channel.
Oh, bro, like we been doing this stuff, but he just stayed consistent. He been doing it before he even did. But I remember making fun of one of his first YouTube videos.
That Pokemon.
Boy had like 100. No, that was the Batman video he had.
Oh
boy.
that Batman video was after that, right?
Yeah, that was after. But this dude had like over 100-some thousand.
Back then, that was huge. That was like $1 million.
That was huge,
That's
bro.
like $1 million.
With inflation. But I'm like, so me coming and doing this, man, it's been really fun. I want to incorporate more this year. You know, I'm trying to learn more things. Been working on my editing. I still been working on the freaking what's it called? The shorts. I've been incorporating captions. I've been messing around.
I saw captions on your recent one.
Yeah, bro, I've been messing around. Yeah, that video, it was just playing with it. It's not something I'm gonna do. I just was like trying to see how this AI caption stuff work. I just been messing around with this.
Is it in the actual editing software?
Yeah, it's not in the software. It's a part of like an extension, like a free trial that I allegedly got. You know what I'm saying? It's some stuff you can manipulate. You know what I mean? Kind of stealing, but but yeah, just I've been using my tech brain and learning different things, and I'm like, yo, this is kind of fun. And then I don't know, I really like this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, this is some cool stuff. I understand why this man right here really enjoy the content creating game. You know, and me being into this, bro, like, I ain't gonna lie, it's hard for me, bro, because I don't really talk to people. I know people like to be in the comments. I'm like, I don't want to come. You know,
You got to, B.
I know I have to do that.
Up.
That's me. I gotta learn to interact, bro.
That's why you see me knocking them out.
I be looking, I'm like, dang, he already replied. I'm about to reply. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm gonna get it, man. I'm gonna get it because it's so not my personality, man. I'm more of a like, I'm an introvert, bro. Like,
look, you saying this, you probably are more outgoing and speaking in person than I am.
You think so?
B, people see these videos and they be like, why doesn't he talk more? Like my girl be like,
Yeah.
my family thinks like, certain things because I'm like, but my mom already knows. She was like, I remember she used to watch my older YouTube videos. She was like, I didn't even know you talked that much. It was actually kind of exhausting.
But like, I guess because like we talk a lot when we around each other, like us, when we used to be with our friends and stuff, we talk. So, but I understand. I guess when you're around other people, you don't really be talking.
No,
like that.
not at all.
Yeah, and
Because there's nothing for me to really talk about.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
So like people, when my girl family seen that we had a podcast, they're like, "Who is Tevin? I just saw him pop up on TikTok." He was something. I'm like, yeah, they were like, yeah, that's him and his cousin. They do a podcast. They're like, he got a podcast, like, because I don't talk to them. You know what I mean? I'll be chilling. So yeah, it's the same thing. Like, I talk more on here, bro. This is my talking. But I just be chilling, bro. Yeah. But nah, it's fun. Me, my experience doing this, I want to incorporate more. I want to get more consistent on the Instagram. I got to work on that. And then, yeah, man, I'm here for the ride, B. It's fun. And I really want to appreciate you for your hard work, B.
Thank you.
This guy right here, he puts in the work, man. And I'll be like, I can't keep up with this man. I'm like, this dude, he's a machine, bro. He's a machine.
I need this more than the oxygen I need to breathe.
What you reflected on? Be like what?
Well, I already made a video of it.
Yeah.
In terms of like actual transitioning from what I used to do to this, but in terms of like podcasting, this is kind of a bit different for me because I'm not used to talking for a longer format. But I'm also not used to working with someone in terms of like content creation as well.
Right.
We've obviously had other podcasts in the past, but it didn't take off like this one. There wasn't as much work put into this one. And from the experience I've gotten from doing content creation on my own and bringing it over here, there's a learning curve. I will admit that. There's some things I'm just like, I don't know how to do this. I gotta look this up. I gotta learn. It's gotten me to speak better in terms of like longer formats, especially with like the Dark Sages interludes, where I try my best to like not have any edits or cuts or mess up in there. So I'm trying to teach myself how to speak better in longer formats. That way I don't do like I don't want my catching words to where I'm like, oh, I fall on this word when I'm trying to think of something. So for me, it's a lot of work. It's a lot more work because it's a lot harder to hit the algorithm because it's not like we doing stuff we're not doing time sensitive stuff.
Right.
So it's harder for me to be like, all right, I gotta get something that's still eye catching or attention grabbing. But it's kind of harder, I feel like, in this era because I feel like we started our show at the best time, but also at the worst time because people only want to talk about the drama and the issues that's happening from the Drake and Kendrick beef. And I'm not talking about them specifically. I'm talking about the people that's making content around it. I think people beat the dead horse rather than actually looking for actual meaningful discussions, conversations, which is why someone like a Top 5 Troy, he got killed for his Drake video. Well, I'm like, this is something different. It doesn't have to do with the beef. I'm like, thank God. Something new, something different, something a bit more refreshing. Dead End Hip Hop still doing their thing. Very inspiring as usual. Anthony Fantano's always been consistent. I never really looked at him, but he is also, a big person that's being played in the game. There's some people I need to take out. Not take out as in like I don't want them to make content anymore. Some people I need to take out as in like I need to surpass them.
And it's crazy. It's honest, like you saying that it's gonna be harder for us, I believe, because we are trying to like have different conversations and like get in the algorithm in a different way. Because like we could sit here and glaze Kendrick and put up Drake is over and all this type of stuff and get more clicks and have more theatrical like thumbnails of Drake being all sad. Like we can clickbait and we can play the game, but I don't know. It don't feel genuine.
I have integrity.
You know what I'm saying? It just don't feel genuine. I like we get on here and we have like genuine conversations on how we actually feel, and some people probably don't like it, but it is what it is. So I think it probably will be harder for like people to actually like grow into us and understand it, like because we probably hurt some people's feelings on some stuff we say, because we don't like a Lloyd Banks album. Like, come get the hell out of here.
Well, they think that hip hop only starts and stops at the East Coast.
Bro. Like, come on, get out of here, bro. It's just certain things that you gotta have. I feel like you gotta add more to the conversation. I think if we continue to talk about the same thing, there's no growth there. B.
I feel like for me, adding context, it definitely matters because I think certain things are lost in time. Like how what was it like back then when Biggie and Nas dropped and all that? Because obviously we know that Nas didn't really sell well for everybody, but Hum is one of the greatest albums of all time. I want to know what that transitional period was like between the times of it releasing to when it became one of the best hip hop albums of all time. Thanks. I would love for an older head to like kind of like document certain things like that, but we don't have that.
It just sucks because they didn't have the technology we have. Like the kids now, like my son growing up, if he want to go, he gets into hip hop, he can look at our videos, he can look at any other people's that like document what happened to Drake or anything that happened. He can watch it grow and just see. I don't know, but like back then, you don't really have that. So and it's kind of hard to put. They like, oh, Drake got Ja Rule, but you really can't compare the two. Look if Ja Rule was in this setting, in this era, and then comparing the two would be different. Streaming era Ja Rule, how would he been to a Drake? It hasn't been another Drake. You can't Ja Rule Drake. Drake is freaking Drake. He's huge. Drake can get...
Ja Rule the most streamed rapper last year.
Bro, and he was the most streamed rapper, like you said.
Except for December, maybe, I think.
December, Kendrick beat him.
That's why I said except for December, because he had a new album come out. Besides that, no offense, he wouldn't have been beating him.
You can't... It's crazy. It's his funeral, but he's doing his crazy tour in Australia right now, like
overseas.
Like, come on, man. I don't know. I really enjoy doing this. Coming Monday, we haven't missed a Monday, B. We
only missed one, and that's because I was moving. But we prepared.
But we prepared and dropped we did a double
episode
video.
that week.
That's what I'm saying. It's consistency. If you go back to our old pod when we talked about music and pop culture mostly, like if that thing took off, we probably wouldn't be here right now because it was a wild work. And also you was more of a narrator, I was a moderator. You was more of a moderator on there. You talked, but you was more of a moderator, but. It was a wild show. You know what I'm saying? And we touched multiple topics. We touched a lot of range of all type of stuff. We got the
Everything.
red pill. We talked about everything. B.
Hey, I plan to bring something like that back.
Hey,
once this gets its legs.
Yeah. It was like more. It was like red pill before the red pill movement took off because we was saying some stuff. It was some wild things, bro. We was some young potty mouths, dude. You know what I'm saying?
We definitely had a potty mouth back then.
But no, I like it, bro. I enjoy doing this, man. Cause like I'm more consistent of showing up now. Cause back then, bro, I was like, hey, yo, I'm not showing today. Cause we used to do 2 pods a week. You remember that? We used to be out there, boy. 2 pods a week. We used to be working.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. But you actually did everything, B. You was like and handling what? It was what 5? It was 4 of us. It was 4 of us. Yeah, it was 4 of us. But sometimes we'll have some people over. You used to have a little guests from the old workplace. Man, if anybody find that stuff, bro, like, bro, we got to scrape it, B. We got to put that on the hard drive, bro.
Oh, I do got it on the hard drive.
They be like, burn that hard drive.
I think because of how better our equipment is, they won't recognize our voices.
All right, good.
Because we used to go out one mic and
oh yeah, bro. We actually was passing the mic. We had 1 mic at one point. Then I bought a mic. Remember? I think we had at most 3 mics at one point.
I think so.
But man, that was so funny, bro. It was 4 of us, but really 3 people. Because one of them would just sit there he'll sit there on the phone, B.
On the floor.
Nigga like, y'all tripping. You know, here come in, B. Like, man, y'all
Shout out to you,
yeah, but we know what. Because sometimes I see him, he'll pop up in the covers a few times. Oh my God. He wanted to do this. Remember? Get on the YouTube. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to.
Look, me, I did it.
Hey, he wanted to do it. He was taking off, bro. Because that's when you was just doing your pop stuff. Mm-hmm. Then went into more of the figures and then manga and stuff like that. Because I remember at one point, weren't you making a channel when you was talking about movies? Mm-hmm. What was that channel? You just stopped it? You just stopped it?
It was like 2 years ago.
Why you stop it, B? You wanna?
Well, you gotta think it was a lot because I already had Read the Room.
Yeah.
And then I was still Twitch streaming at the time, and then I had my main.
So if you do that, let's say how you want to talk about the Beyond Media and want to get into like doing other stuff, would you go back to that channel and just upload from there or what?
No.
You want to just start a whole other thing or just do it up under the umbrella?
I'll do it a whole nother. I'll do it. Obviously, I'm doing different emails.
Yeah.
Under the same umbrella, different.
Yeah.
It'd be.
But we do talk about other stuff, bro. There's other topics. This is some stuff like I like politics and stuff like that. I know politics is a lot, and like that's something like I don't know if with my work, with my job, I don't want that to get out if I do politics and stuff like that. I just talk about like movies, hip hop, a little bit of pop culture.
Just pop culture for me.
Yeah, but if I get into politics and stuff like that, I'm gonna get a little. Hey, I will stuff my.
You might get us off.
I'm gonna get us off the internet, B.
I don't know enough to be able to say anything. I just know you just probably gonna mess up a bag somewhere for us.
Cause like, hey, I'm in the middle. I don't swing no way, so I'm gonna offend everybody, B. But you know, overall, this has been a really dope year and also like you said, we started at a really good time, but also a bad time because you had so much. Can I say this word? Dick eating on the timelines and they was eating me. You know what I mean?
That's all they do. They
Eaters,
still do.
bro.
They doing it for the Kendrick halftime.
Did we talk about DJ Academics freaking linking it and then just talking about it? Like, how corny is that, bro?
What about getting sued or whatever?
Yeah, and leaking it and like, yeah, I did it. Like, B, I don't know. Ack is like, why are you doing that?
I didn't know he leaked it.
I know. Why are he doing that? Who leaks it and then brag about it? Nobody does that.
Well, the person that's getting sued. But it goes to let you know about the credibility, because remember, his credibility was shot with the Drake thing.
Yeah.
So they was like, oh, now we got to believe him because he actually came out to say something that was true. That's why. Sometimes you got to take the L on certain things to get the credibility back. Man, but now we know he wasn't lying. Because if he would have got the L for the Drake IG message thing and that.
But I'm like, who cares about that?
He does. His credibility was shot with the Drake thing.
He said, oh, you journalists? I don't know, man. Act looking crazy.
And a whole, Drake and Future never talked, but then Elliot. Yeah, Drake and Future talked.
Yeah.
You gotta think it was conflicting. He gotta prove to you that he's a real one.
Yeah, you journalists stay on one level, y'all. I'm like, hey, come on, man, chill out, bro. Come on, just a set list. But yeah, man, enough of that. But yeah, man, great year. We want to grow this, to go further, and hopefully some of you guys will come on our team and don't be all sensitive, bro.
Yeah, because that Drake hate video.
Yeah, bro.
Y'all was trying to kill
Yeah,
us.
bro,
Well, the people that watched it was trying to kill us.
yeah. Even on, we have some people on the other videos and having artists, sensitive artists out here. Like I'm saying, we making it. We got artists watching the videos. They critiquing us. They getting upset. You know what I'm saying?
Some
They
of
getting
y'all
their
are
feelings.
trash.
Yeah. Some of y'all are good campers though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all good. Y'all, GGs. You know what I'm saying? Good game. Y'all not, being sensitive and stuff like that. But I know y'all artists, y'all sensitive about y'all things. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sensitive about this. You got some critiques, put it in the comment section.
I'm
Let
saying,
me know.
I'm
but
not
it gotta
tripping.
actually be something good that you watch.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. If you
Let
do
me
the
know.
I can't talk.
hominem?
Ad hominem attacks. Like, come on, bro. I'm out. I'm like, bro. I'm not finna go back and forth with you. How what type of jeans you got on and your head so big.
Yeah,
you know
but if you disrespect me in bell bottom jeans, you gotta see me.
yeah, I told you that's up to Drake, bro. He got to do something. Hey,
Press the red button.
Hey, you got to press
It's
that
all
button.
over.
That's up, bro. Blew up that stage, allegedly. But yeah, bro. I'm enjoying the YouTube game, man. Like I watched YouTube for years, but like being inside the screen now, like it's a different game, B. It's a different ball game, bro. You gotta be consistent. Like for me, like I have a different perspective on it. Me being like, I work and do all this stuff, but if you want to make it in here, you gotta treat this like work as well, bro. That's all it is. That's all it is, man. It takes sacrifices, bro. This stuff, it ain't easy. It looks like, oh, anybody can get a mic and talk in front of a camera,
You can.
bro.
Do
You
it.
could, but it
Do
ain't easy, bro. I swear, if I didn't have this dude, he motivates me because I see how hard he works, and I'm like, yo, bro, I want to do this too. Like, I probably done this like once a month, B.
You wouldn't have gotten nowhere.
I wouldn't got nowhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, yo, you want to have a partner in crime. If you slacking on there, you gotta have somebody else that can help you and balance you out, bro. Because sometimes it's tough, B. It's a tough gig. I don't see how some of you guys do it.
Oh, I do. If you got disposable income, you could do it.
Yeah, bro. Hey, I wish I did. Hey, some people put a lot of work in them videos, spend all that money, boy, ain't getting no views, boy. They ain't do it.
That's why I said I'm trying to get it out the mud.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, man. YouTube's it could be a rewarding place, but it can be demoralizing. It can make you feel like, damn, am I worth it?
Yeah, this channel has made me a much toxic person. And I love it.
Hey, yeah, that's hip hop. Hip hop can do that to you, bro.
I know all my other spaces, nice, friendly. Yeah. This place,
you can be.
Oh, I want the savages.
Yeah, I remember I say, B, you can do what you want to do. Like when I was like, yo, you gotta switch up your platform, bro. You can do some other stuff.
No, I'm in them comments fighting. I'm looking like Goku coming out the
Hey, bro,
hyperbolic
he be ready, bro. Me, I'll be like, I just not reply to this. I'll be like, man, some of you people, I'm saying, you could never make me, like, you'll never make me want to be like, oh my God, they cyberbullying me, let me get off the internet. Oh. This dude, I remember what, a few years back, had a whole thing going on. I say, B, stop replying. You like, no. He wasn't gonna stop, boy. Me and Kevin was trying like, yo, just, chill out. No, he wasn't gonna stop. I was like, yo, he's a maniac. He gonna keep going, bro. You ain't stopping him, bro. And me, I'm just gonna ignore you, bro. I say some stuff, but at the one point, I'm just gonna ignore you. Like, you ain't doing nothing, bro. But, yeah, man.
I'm a bully.
Hey, you gonna be on the cover. You should have been the cover of Kanye album, B.
Facts.
Bully.
You should have got me. I inspired his son.
Boy, that boy Kanye was being nasty, boy. Boy started put up his Francesca or whatever up there. You see his porn? He was posting.
Oh, I did see that.
I was posting that white porn, B.
That's what inspires me.
Hey, that was a beautiful dark twisted fantasy, boy, for real. Cause the black man, white girl on him.
Oh, the cover?
Yeah,
okay,
B, that's what he was doing. We know what type of porn stars he like. Kanye disgusting.
Oh
my
man.
God, he like the little booty women. Boy, hey.
That's your goat.
Hey,
Remember that.
no, boy. Before we go.
That's your goat.
So you know how Travis Kelce dates Taylor Swift, right?
Yeah.
And they lost.
Yeah.
It was a picture of him like all sad and like, yo, he's sad. He got to go home and clap bones. He got to go home and clap bones after he dying, bro.
They said that his ex-girlfriend was there
bro.
celebrating the ex.
Yeah, with the Eagles, bro.
They was like, we don't call women losers enough. I was like, correct.
She's a loser, bro. I don't know why she was there, bro.
Correct. Don't she got a podcast or something though?
She got podcasts.
I think she did it with Adrian Reese or something like that, talking about her ex or whatever, which was him.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it for the year anniversary episode of the BBC. Let us know what you think about this episode down in the comment section down below.
2 years, we're going to have a cake, have some midgets in here, maybe some midget strippers. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do it big.
Patreon exclusive.
Hey, they're going to be on here twerking on these little...
No, that's what sanitary. No, bro. You can do that yourself. That don't lie. You know how that tomfoolery around here.
You say on Patreon, me? Hey, we gonna go Patreon, go out a paywall, boy. You wanna see that, go through a paywall.
Make sure you like and subscribe to the video if you haven't already. Check out our social media links down in the description down below if you're an up-and-coming artist and you wanna have your music submitted and potentially reviewed by us. Submit it in the Google Forms doc in the description down below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel where we put up daily clips. And if you see us on any other DSPs, rate us 5 stars as well.
Yes, sir.
But my name is Chainz Dark Sage.
I'm T.
Peace.
Peace.
Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture.